gonna get ready and clean these cards up right quick for the reading for Jungkook, Winter in a Foreign Girlfriend. All right, so I'm just gonna clean the cards up first, you guys, before I start the reading. Somebody could always timestamp this for me. Timestamp the shuffle for me. Cleaning out the cards. Yeah, when the reading starts. Ooh, we got cards jumping. Okay. That's funny. Damn. Let's had fell out. Hey, if it happens to come up in the reading, I'll mention it. But, well, I'll just say what it was. The card was from the Hidden Truth, and it talked about, I used you as a distraction from the pain. That's the card that had fell out, y'all. So this might be an interesting reading. I don't know, because it's rumor about Jungkook and Winter and a foreign girlfriend. You know, but we gonna see what the cards got to say about it, though, for sure. I'm almost done, y'all. Let's see. Trying to make room for all the damn cards. So many questions. We're almost done. Last deck, y'all. All right. So here we go. Hello, and welcome back to another requested reading. This one will be on Jungkook, Winter, and a foreign girlfriend. So it is rumors out there that these two, I forgot how the person who requested, a polyamorous or poly something. You know, when it's three people in a relationship, and I guess they're cool with that, okay? Something to that extent. Um, it's a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not, but we're just gonna see what the cards have to say. It is May 21st, 2026, and it is 6:23 a.m. All right, you guys. I didn't look up to see what Jungkook or Winter's zodiac sign is. By this time you would think I would know by now, but I don't, you guys. So we won't be going off of that there. So let's get started. All right. Whew. So we're going to start off the reading with the African Goddess Rising Oracle cards, and I just want to start the reading off to talk about what spiritual energy is surrounding the rumor itself, okay? And then the second card is going to be what lessons or theme is being highlighted when it comes to the rumor or whatever, the lesson, what is being highlighted, all right? So here we go. These are the African Goddess. So we shuffled them already. So let's see what they say at the bottom. Harvest, okay. All right, so whenever I think about harvest, I always think about the new year. You know, I know a lot of people feel like the new year is January 1st, but I personally consider it really October 31st. That's really the new year in my brain, okay? Don't judge me. But with this harvest being here at the bottom of the deck, number 43 could be significant. I feel like the harvest is all about new beginnings, okay? New starts, a new season starting. Everything that, you didn't harvest, you didn't gain, during that season. Look, this person has, it looks like, I don't know, she got two baskets. One has something in it, and one has another thing in it, and she's celebrating like she's done really well this season, okay? So, this could be a season, because we're talking about the spiritual energy surrounding the rumor. So it's possible that it could have been some truth to it. And it could have been really, really good for these three. 43 could be significant. It could have really been good for these three at the time, whenever the rumor was out or whatever the case may be. But let's just keep it going, all right? Ooh, I split the deck, and then we got awakening. All right, so we have harvest and we have awakening. We could look at the awakening like, damn, people done found out. People done found us out. You know what I'm saying? So we enjoyed it while it was going, but now motherfuckers is privy to what's going on. Or we could just look at the awakening as, you know what I'm saying, they had a coming to Jesus moment, or they had a light bulb pop up in their head, you know what I'm saying, with awakening being right here. You see this person has a belly right here, you know. Remember I said the harvest is about a new beginning, a new start, Then we got this, you could look at this so many different ways based off of what you want to go off of. The meaning of the card itself, looking at the pictures, whatever. All right, so here we go. Can I get it back to back, please? When it comes to the spiritual energy surrounding this rumor for Jungkook, Winter, and the foreign girlfriend, what is the spiritual energy surrounding this rumor? Okay, here we go. And then what is the lesson or theme that's being highlighted? Spirit, please, what is the lesson or theme being highlighted when it comes to Jungkook, Winter, and this foreign girlfriend? Okay, let's talk about what's at the bottom of the deck before I turn these over, okay? At the bottom of the deck, number 18 could be significant. So at the bottom of the deck, we have mask. And whenever I see this mask card, I think about covering something up, not wanting something to be known, either hiding from the situation itself, or just hiding from the world, or just hiding from the fact of knowing what it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Something. There is somebody wearing a mask. Hey, if they doing their thing, you feel me? Maybe they could be into them type of relationships where, motherfuckers get turned on when you have on the mask and everything. I just don't know. But listen, it is at the bottom of the deck. We could look at this as several different ways, you feel me, with mask being here. So it's a cover up. Or, you know what I'm saying? They like to do they things. Eyes wide open. Okay? Listen. We're going to put that up, though. Let's talk about what these two cards say. And I want to talk about the lesson first. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I like to do it. I want to talk about the lesson. So what is the lesson or the highlight? What's the theme being highlighted in this situation when it comes to Jungkook and Winter in the foreign girl? Let's read what it has to say, because we have surrender, okay? Surrender to what? Remember, we had number 43 in the beginning with the harvest, right? Right. Now we have number 44, and number 44 says surrender. So we're talking about the lesson. Now I could easily look at this card and say, hey, they surrendered to, to the feelings that they had. They surrendered to the rumor. They surrendered. They could have surrendered to a whole lot. Okay. But let's see, because this is the lesson card. There's a reason why I want to turn over the lesson card versus the energy surrounding the rumor. So let's get on down to the lesson at hand here for these three. Number 44. Wow. Look, y'all. Wait, is that the last card? Yo. The last card is number 44. I didn't even know that. So, don't you learn the lesson of a situation or whatever in life? You always learn the lesson at the end, right? Yes. So it's interesting that this is the very last card. And that's probably why I want to read it. You know what I'm saying? What's the lesson? Well, let's just read what it says, okay? It says, let it all go. Let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender these words. Cast a spell, breathe them in. Release control. Stop bonding around struggle. Now listen, this is why this is interesting to me. Remember when I was shuffling the hidden truth cards and I was like, oh, haha, it's funny to me. I said something to that extent, and I said I wasn't going to tell you guys about it. But I'm like, go ahead and tell them. Well, Spirit was like, go ahead and tell them. Remember the card said, damn, y'all, what did the card say? The card has said something about, I was around you to dull the pain. It's something to that extent, y'all. Y'all know my fucking brain is fucking fried. I be forgetting shit so quickly. But let me stop saying my shit fried, you know what I'm saying? My memory be tripping sometimes. I be forgetting things, so you have to forgive me for that part. But y'all know what the card had, what I said the card has said. And it's interesting that when we read this, it says, release control, stop bonding around struggle. A lot of people end up being in a relationship because they call it trauma bonding. So if this rumor is true, you feel me, these three came together during some type of struggle. You know what I'm saying? If this is true, right? It says, hand the keys to the divine and allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. So remember with the harvest card number 43, I said that, they could have enjoyed the moment, while in the moment it was beneficial to them on some type of level. And, whenever you're going through something in life, you don't want to always deal with it by yourself, you know what I'm saying? So it could have been a struggle bond, you feel me? And struggling doesn't always necessarily have to be financially struggling, you know what I'm saying? Some people struggle when it comes to like AA meetings, so they come together as a group, you feel me? And support each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's not necessarily a financial issue. It's more of an addiction issue. But my point is, you guys, it's a struggle. It's some type of struggle. And all struggles are different to people, you know what I'm saying, depending on who they are. Some people may struggle to no longer wear makeup, you know what I'm saying? So, because we got that mask, you feel me? Some people may struggle to say, you know what, I'm not going outside today unless I have my makeup on, you feel me? That could be a struggle. That could be trauma because they feel like, hey, I need this makeup on because, it may hide something. Maybe they feel like their face isn't all that, you feel me? So wearing the makeup hides, conceals what it is that they don't want the world to see. But at some point in time, they're going to have to take that makeup off. It's crazy because I never wore makeup, but then when I saw other people wearing makeup, I wanted to wear makeup. And I be telling people, oh, makeup is so pretty, and they be like, no, your face is so pretty. I'm like, how? I don't have any makeup on. And they be like, that's it. The fact that you don't wear any makeup. I'm like, what, bitch? Stop lying. But a lot of females tell me your skin is so pretty, it's so this and that. And I'd be like, no, it's not. I'm like, your skin is pretty, your makeup, all that shit is pretty. She'd be like, no. And these girls, they makeup be all that too. But lately, no, I wish my face looked like your face. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, you weird. But anyway, it's just how some people are, things that they deal with. But the divine says, allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. Okay, it says you don't have to figure it all out. God or goddess has your back. Have faith where you are at this moment. It says everything I need to know finds me at a perfect time. So once again, it goes back to what I said earlier on, with the harvest being at the bottom of the deck. You saw me shuffle the cards, you feel me, with these three in mind. So it could have did what it needed to do at the time that they needed it, you feel me? But remember, with the awakening card, I said, oh, they probably had a light bulb moment, you know. Could have been, hey, people are on to us now. Or it could have been awakening within them that had them figure out, maybe the divine has stepped in. You don't need this type of support. Let me fill in the caps. I said the caps. Let me fill in the gaps, you know what I'm saying, and help you get through whatever it is that you're dealing with. But let's just keep it moving. So that's what the surrender card talks about. This was the lesson at hand. Let spirit handle it. Have faith where you are in the moment. You don't have to figure it all out. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. That's exactly what it say, y'all. I read it right today, y'all. Let's see. All right, so that's that right there. Now, let's get to this card, okay? Let's get to what's the spiritual energy surrounding the rumor at hand, all right? So here we go, y'all. What is this one? Ah, ha, 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 ha. For sure. Look at this, y'all. Secreed. Lust. Look at it. Look at this, y'all. Look at it. Lust is a must. Look at the titties all out. You feel me? This is why I want to save this card for now. Because listen, any card could have came out, okay? But this one is what came out. So let's talk about it. You see the card? Okay, it's a naked woman here. So let's read what it says. Because sometimes everything is not always as it appears to be, all right? Sometimes it is. So what is the spiritual energy surrounding the rumor? Number 26. And number 26 talks about the lovers, baby. And in this particular oracle deck, this is the Temple of the Lovers, okay? It also talks about fire element, I did not get to see what their signs was. Like I said, I forgot. But let's talk about what it says, because this card talks about the sacred sexuality. It talks about ecstasy. It talks about fertility, okay? Remember the awakening card with the pregnant woman on it? And it talks about her two men, okay? And it talks about are the fertility gods of men, and Matu, the god of war, right? It says you are an erotic creature. You have the divine right to experience sexual ecstasy. It is sacred to give and to receive. Okay? It is sacred to give and to receive. You feel me? So, with that right there in itself, you guys, okay, sacred is like secret. You know, I know I pronounce it secret. Don't. This is just how I read shit. Leave me alone. Um, Even if so, it's their little secret. It's their dirty little secret. Listen, it is sacred. Okay, sacred is secret to give and receive pleasure. You know, if they want to suck on this and if he want to suck on that and whatever the case may be, that's their business to suck on whatever they want to suck on. Okay, the body has suckable things on it. You feel me? This card has a baby sucking on this titty right here. Okay, this card talks about a woman and two guys. You feel me? But whatever the sexual energy, okay, secrete of ecstasy, sexuality and ecstasy, pleasure. It's their personal business if they did it or if they didn't. So when it comes to the energy surrounding this rumor at hand, it's possible. You feel me? It's possible that yeah, it could have been Jungkook. It could have been Winter, and it could have very well been a foreign girlfriend, a foreign person in the mix of the three. But if so, it's kind of like so. You know, let them do what they want to do, because as long as they're 18 and older, you know, or I like to say 21 and over, I'm pretty sure they are, that's their private lives. And you know, whatever their culture say, whatever society say, they can really fucking screw whoever they want to, married or not. It is what it is. You know, it's you know, it says you deserve to feel good. It feels good to feel good. Y'all think I'm lying? This is what it say. So allow yourself to feel good. It says lean into your sacred lust. Okay? Your sacred lust. Turn up your own fire and quench your thirst. It says dance with pleasure. You're daring to embrace, and your sensuality will set the world on fire. And it did set the world on fire, because it's rumors going around about this. That's energy. You know, what you doing is having the world talk about your personal private life. You feel me? It says it feels good to feel good. You know, and the only differences between them and anybody else, you know, they're famous. Their business is out there. That's the only difference. Everybody know we all done suck some dick and lick some pussy. Well, I ain't lick no pussy, you know what I'm saying? But we all done some shit, you feel me? The only difference is nobody knows our little dirty, nasty little secrets. Nobody knows if we've been in a polyamorous thingy, whatever she had called it. Nobody knows our dirty little secrets, okay? We all have them, you know? But this specifically says it's good to feel good. Explore your sexual sensuality, your ecstasy, and your pleasure. It says it. Yeah. See, that's why I read this card and then this card. Okay. And we got that mask over there. And mask can mean whatever y'all want it to mean. Why ever they kept it a secret, whatever, you know, they did their thing. That's their business, because it's not supposed to be for everybody. It's just supposed to be for those who's enjoying it at the time, you know? All right. So these cards right here are the World Today guidance oracle cards, and I want to know they roll. You feel me? I want to know what John Cook's role is. I want to know what Winter's role is, and I want to know what the foreign girl role is. You know, because in situations like this, everybody brings something to the table. You know, whatever was lacking in the situation, everybody brings their own thing to the table. Okay. I remember when I was younger, in my 20s and shit, I would talk to a lot of different guys, but each guy, as I said, talk, I didn't say fuck. Each guy brought something different to the table. You know what I'm saying? This guy maybe knew more than the other guy did, or maybe this guy had a car and a job, and the other guy didn't have no money, but he had wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Each one brought something different to the table. You feel me? Or maybe I fucked one or two. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Ain't no need for me to lie to you. Shit, I'm grown. Exactly. Just like them, I'm grown. Shit, it's in my 20s. But anyway, yeah, and I know it's people out here who done experienced that probably never say shit like that. But ain't no need to lie to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I stopped lying shit when I got pregnant with my first kid. Ain't no need to lie no more. Shit. I'm grown now, even though I wasn't grown. Anyway, turn the card over. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the athlete. And it's interesting because the first card I want to be is John Cook. And then the second card I want to be Winter. And the third card I wanted to be the foreign girlfriend's role. Now, I don't really know what his body looks like, but I think it's rather interesting that the athlete would be right here at the bottom of the deck. So maybe he has a nice looking body or something like that, Mr. John Cook, or should I say John Cock-a-doo-doo-doo. I'm so slow. Okay, but listen. Let's just see, because the athlete is, you know, everybody wants to date athlete. You know what I'm saying? Someone with a nice body, someone with a nice car, someone with some money in their pocket. Everybody want to date that motherfucker, but could be dumb as a box of rocks. You feel me? Could look good on the outside, but be dumb as a box of rocks. You feel me? Been there, done that. Lord have mercy. Aw. And then listen. I split the deck and listen what we got, y'all. These are two different energies. Number 29, the athlete. And then we have number 27, the divine feminine. Two different energies, y'all. Two different energies. Wow. Okay. Shoot. This could be the foreign girlfriend. This could be her energy, or this could be Winter's energy. We don't know. Okay. But let's see here, Spirit. Can I please get them back to back? When it comes to the identity roles that John Cook brought, what was his role? What was John Cook's role? What was Winter's role? And what was the foreign's girlfriend's role? Okay, we're gonna read this way, all right? So we're gonna start off with the foreign girlfriend. We're gonna start off with her. and see what her role was, y'all. All right. Hold on. Can a nigga sip on the monster right quick? I got a regular monster today, y'all. The very first one that came out. That motherfucker be banging. All right, here we go. So we're gonna start off with the foreign girlfriend role. What was her role? Ooh, interesting. Shit. Now I wonder, should I just turn them all over? Nope, nope. We got the demigod. Now, with the demigod, we have number 46, right? And I'm going to read to you guys what the demigod, I said the demigod. I'm trying to say the demigod at the same time. Demigod, god damn. Okay. The demigod, as you can see, it's a guy on here. All right. So, we're going to look it up. Where's the book? Okay. And see what it has to say. 46. Wherever I go, there I am. Interested. So, here's the thing. This is what she brought to the table, y'all. All right? It says, wherever I go, there I am. It's funny. It says consciousness, awareness. It also talks about victory, activist, enlightenment, admiration, prophet of God, overcoming. It says alien deities. It says protected by your higher self and your self-awareness. It says God, body. Now, this is the energy that this foreign young lady brought to the table. And it's interesting because whenever you think about the demigod, you always think of somebody on a higher level. And whenever you're on a level that's a little higher than those, around you or whatever, you be more concerned about what it is that you think about yourself and what it is that spirit thinks about you. I try to tell people so often that as long as your connection is like this with spirit, you get to a point where you don't worry about what anybody else thinks, what anybody else feels about you. And it's a hell of a level to be on, let me tell you. It really is. To be in a mind frame, a space where you don't care about what people think about you. You only care about what it is that spirit or whoever they believe in, okay, thinks about and what you think about yourself. And at the end of the day, that's what it all supposed to boils down to. So when it comes to this foreign girlfriend, this is what it looks like she brought to the table. She allowed these two to think on a higher level. You know what I'm saying? She made them get out of their own way. And in the process, she got a little booty for that. In the process of her bringing these, being in the equation, she taught them, who cares if we gonna fuck today? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about yourself in this moment? You know what I'm saying? She put them on some type of game to make them feel like, who cares? You do you. You know what I'm saying? It's something to that extent. I'm not saying like word for word, but it's something that she taught them about themselves with the demigod that made them feel like, okay, we gonna do this, and it is what it is. So let's go over to this card. This is Winter's role, what she brought to the table. Ooh, look at this, y'all. Look at this. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. That's why I'm reading it the way that I'm reading it. Number 38. As you can see, it's a person with a mask on. Okay. It's a person with a mask on. And it's the shadow side, y'all. It's the shadow side. Okay? Let's read what the shadow side says. The dark side. It says shadow work. Facing fears. The dark side of self. Clearing the air. History. Seeing through the illusion. Hidden in plain sight. Soul work. Healing the past. Did I or did I not just say the foreign girlfriend? This is how, remember we talked about struggle bonding. I just said this third person, the foreign girlfriend, this is what she brought to the table for Winter. Let me read it to you again. Shadow work. Facing fears. The dark side of self. Clearing the air. History. Seeing through the illusions. Hidden in plain sight. Soul work. Healing the past. What does the demigod bring to the table? What did the foreign girl bring to the table? Well, let's me repeat it. Wherever I go, there I am. Consciousness, awareness, victory, activist, enlightenment, admiration, prophet of God, overcoming, alien deities, protected, higher self, self-awareness, God, body. This is what she brought. This is what this one brought to the table. Helping her heal. You know what I'm saying? This is where the connection comes in at. Okay? This is what her role was. She needed some type of guidance, some type of healing. She needed some type of something. Okay? Her role was the one to receive what she needed out of the connection. So she received some plus some, baby. Listen, let's go over to him and see what his role was. Oh, this is so funny. Oh my God, really, dude? Okay. We have number 7, you guys. 7 is like a lucky number to me. I bet he did feel like he lucked up with 2 and a cup. No, I'm just saying. I said 2 and a cup. So funny. The market, y'all. Whenever I think about the market, I think about the goods. I think about being marketed, putting yourself out there, letting people know what it is that you have available or something to that extent. When I think about the market, it's right there on the table. You got fresh fruits when you think about the market, or you can look at the market as marketing yourself. This is me, this is who I am, this is what I bring to the table. I know A, B, C, and D. I know how to do this. A lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go over to number 7 and see exactly what number 7 says when is that supposed to be an Apple phone? Oh, what the fuck that is? Let's go over to number 7 and see what number 7 has to say. It's it says self-investing. Ooh, look at him. It says investments, exchange, desires, market. It says property. It says away with words. It says trust, worthy, sales, merchandise, advertised, energy exchange, shop, needs, payments, treasure, personal efforts, getting what you want, buying and selling, personalities, profits, resources, personalizing, value, trade, and budgeting. This motherfucker does it all. This motherfucker right here, he did it all, plus some. And because he did it all, he got what he wanted. Because of his because of what he look, this part of the market, it says a whole lot of shit, you guys. Who wouldn't want to be in a connection with someone that's self-investing? Look at if a person who's self-investing and you got 2 other people in the picture, it doesn't look like anybody lacked anything in this situation. This person got healing. This person right here was able to deliver the healing because this is their gift, their skills, or whatever the case may be. This person right here is the marketing, Jungkook. Well, this, like a whole bunch of shit. Investments, exchange, desires, marketing, property, away with words, trust, self-worthy, merchandise, sales, advertise, exchange, energy exchange, shops, needs, payments, needs agains, treasures, personal efforts, getting what you want, buying, selling, personalized, profits, resources, prioritizing, value, trade, budgeting. Every fucking thing. This motherfucker is like a goddamn whatchamacallit. I'm thinking about, damn, I forgot what it's called. But it's this place, it's in Texas. Damn, I forgot what it's called. But it's this place in Texas, and you go get a whole bunch of shit for the low, man. I think it started with an E. But you get so much shit for the low, like, and it's not open all the time. But when it's open, it's like shit is like a market. You can get everything. I remember I bought some 2 pairs of grills. This when I was younger, y'all. I had gold teeth and shit. But I bought like some earrings. Them bitches was like $500, $550, but the motherfuckers was like $1,000 fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying? I got it for the low. You feel me? My grills, I got 2 of them bitches with diamonds. Damn, what was the name of that place? I think it's off of Eisenhower. But it's like a big old place, and all this shit real. You feel me? It's different type of shit. You can go and get like whatever you want, whatever you need, and this is what he had everything. You know, everything you could possibly want. He had the connections. He had the way about getting it. You feel me? Yeah. He was the market. He had everything. He brought everything. That's what his role was. It's like he know who need what, and he know how to get it to them to like what you need. You know what I'm saying? It got me thinking about Hustle Man from Martin, Tracy Morgan. You feel me? People probably don't even remember that, but because he was fat. But Hustle Man from Martin, you know what I'm saying? And he opened up his jacket or whatever. He had everything. I think the funniest episode with Hustle Man, and Martin is when they were all cold. It was cold. It was a winter storm. And they had cold. They had Cole go out there to get the pizza, yo. And Cole was frozen like a motherfucker and the pizza broke. They was licking the frozen pizza and shit. And then Hustle Man come. Tracy Morgan. And he's selling the pizza. He's selling the pizza, y'all. And Tommy paid for the pizza. And it was like a little bitty pizza inside. The box the little thing looked big as hell, but when he pulled it out, he was like, here you go. And the box was like, that big of a piece of shit. Was funny as hell. But this is what I'm seeing, like, what he brings, his role is to get you what you want when you need it and how you need it, for a low price, something like that. He was basically the provider of the physical aspect of the relationship. He had the connections, he had the whatever it is that you want, the merchandise, you know what I'm saying? So in actuality, he really played the role that a man plays anyway, you know what I'm saying? But the females here, their role was deeper. It was deeper. You know what I'm saying? They probably licking on a little kitty cat for real, because their connection is deeper, and he probably just got off just by sitting there and seeing them do their thing. You feel me? I'm just saying, if this is the route that we want to go with it, okay. But yeah, it's that's rather slick. Okay, it's rather slick if you ask me. But yeah. Let's at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Listen, at the bottom of the deck, y'all, we got the big chop. And whenever I think about the big chop, y'all, I always think about new starts. New starts, you know what I'm saying? New start, new life, new role, you know what I'm saying? New you. Once you go through your healing, once you go through your transformation, a lot of people, let's go to it. Let's see what the big chop talks about. It says, get into the root of things. I think with this third party, I keep calling her third party, with the girlfriend, the foreign girlfriend, I feel like Winter, and I'm not gonna flip it. I feel like Winter got what it is that she needed out of the situation, the relationship, and I feel like so did Jungkook, and I feel like so did the third. I keep calling her third party. I'm so sorry, and I feel like the foreign girlfriend got what she wanted too. Everybody got what they wanted or what they needed at that time. You feel me? And then when you get all of that, when you get to the root of things, why do I feel this way? Why did I need this situation? Whatever the case may be. It says, origin. It looked like orgy to me. It says origin, and it says ego death. It says letting go. It says cut off. It talks about dismissal. It talks about growth over time, root cause, strengthening, starting over, productivity, splits, starting over again, maturity, development, new look, source, change, humbled beginnings, natural beauty. It ain't your booty, it's your beauty. Okay? Or is it not your booty? It's not your beauty, it's your booty. Some shit like that. But it really seems like at the end of the day, because that is the card at the bottom of the deck, they got to the root of the problem or the situation at hand, and they dealt with it accordingly, and now they have that new start with that harvest, you feel me? They no longer have to wear the mask over there. They did their thing. It is what it is, you know? Yeah, straight up, y'all, like for real. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go to the Tattoo Ink Intuition. All right. And we're gonna ask for a lot of cards, y'all. I'm gonna need a sip here. Mm. We're gonna ask for a lot of cards. Not a lot, but enough. Okay. And with these, I just want to see the direct emotions or the romantic energy. You know, now we finna use the tarot. See what the tarot got to say about all of this. Hoo hoo hoo. You see why I turn it over like that? Anyway, we have the Six of Swords. As I said, I don't know what their signs are. I just, man, y'all, come on. When I look at the Six of Swords, I often think about air, you know, and we talk about the Six of Swords in normal tarot, traditional tarot talks about leaving a situation behind, you know, leaving behind baggage or something to that extent. Like, here's the thing. Shout out to the person who requested the reading. I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm gonna always keep it a buck with you guys. There's no need to lie. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to say how I feel and not go off of what the cards are saying, I would say the rumor probably was true. You feel me? The rumor was probably true, but I feel like they did what they needed to do, and I think it's probably no longer. And I know you asked about this like 2 weeks ago, but y'all, it's a lot of readings that I got. It's a lot of requests coming in, you guys, and I try to do them in order. So I know you asked about this like 2 weeks ago, but or maybe less. Okay, but I know it was a little while back when you asked. But I do, if I was to go off of what I'm feeling and not what the cards are saying, well, the cards are pretty much saying the same thing, but I would say yeah. I would say yeah, but I feel like it happened and they got what they wanted and what they needed out of it. Is it still happening? We're gonna have to keep asking the cards, but I would say, girl, yes. Now y'all got me being messy. I ain't even messy. I would say yeah. I would say yeah. And the fact that, like I said, you saw me pre-shuffle the cards anyway. But whenever I do the pre-shuffle, I'm thinking about these guys anyway. But with the Six of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords talks about leaving something, leaving baggage behind, moving forward, you know, to calmer waters, things of that nature. So let's turn it over. Let's go to here and see what he got to say, y'all. And the Six of Swords here talks about journey, going to warmer or cooler climate. It says messenger. It says kind, attention. It says success after trials. It talks about recovery from illness or bereavement. Okay? So I feel like, yeah. And if people probably hadn't have found out about it, or if rumors probably wouldn't have never got out, they probably still would have been in doing their little thing or whatever. But once you learn your lesson, once you learn what it is that you're supposed to get during that season, you continue to move forward. And that's why I feel it says journey and going to warmer or cooler climates. It says kind attention, and it says success after trials. Sometimes with harvests that we have, sometimes the harvest don't always come out good, you feel me? But I feel like whatever they shared, it was successful in its own right. And whatever success looks like to them, I feel like they got what they wanted and now they're moving on. But let's just see here. Okay, so Six of Swords, y'all. And let's go. I want to know with the first card, y'all. I want to know Jungkook's romantic energy right now. his romantic energy right now. When it comes to winter, and when it comes to the foreign girlfriend, I want to know John Cook's romantic energy right now. And we got the Six of Swords right there. Yep. Look, now I split the deck, and we got the Hangman. And we all know, you've been watching long enough, what the Hangman is. Even if it ain't me, you know tarot to know. The hangerman, yes, the hangerman is all about looking from things from a different perspective. Now, whatever that perspective is different for everybody. But when I think about perspective, looking at a situation for what it is, what you gain, what you lost, whatever, looking at a situation. And it's possible he looked at the situation, got what he wanted, and now it's time to move on. Did you look at it, John? Yes, I looked at it, Shay. Yes, it's everything you said, Shay. I can't help it, y'all. I really can't. If I could, I would, but I cannot. All right. So when it comes to John Cook's romantic energy right now, boom. John Cook's connection to winter. What is John Cook's connection to winter? What is John Cook's connection to the foreign woman? Whoa, y'all saw that? I'm going to just put it up here, y'all, so it goes here. I'm going to put it up there, y'all, because it slid out. I don't know why it slid out like that, but it did. Okay. Was there a polyamorous was there a polymorous energy? I can't say it, y'all. Now y'all got me fucking up. Spirit, was there a polymorous energy? I'm sorry. I can't pronounce it. Listen, I can't pronounce words that I don't use in my daily vocabulary. Shit, was they popping pussy and dick? Shit. What do you want me to say? I know how to say that. What is the truth? What is the truth, Lord? Shit, y'all got me cussing. What is the false? What is the truth and what is the false? Ooh, Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Damn. Here we go. Jesus Christ. All right. Man, I need another sip. Hold on. Shit. All right. Here we go. What is John Cook's romantic energy right now? You little freak. No. So, when it comes to his romantic energy, it's interesting that out of every card that could have came out, Lord have mercy, y'all. Now, damn, I wish I knew what his damn sign was. Out of every card that could have came out, y'all. Shay, what is the fucking card? Okay, shit. It's the Three of Pentacles, okay? Now, can I finish what I'm trying to say? You already know what I'm finna say. When it comes to his romantic energy right now, we are talking about a polyamorous. You know. We is talking about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We is, in fact, talking about that. And the fact that the Three of Pentacles, y'all already know what I'm thinking about when I see the Three of Pentacles. Teamwork, make the dream work. We talking about how he feeling right now. The Three of Pentacles is building something together, working on something together. It takes three. Okay. Now, let's just go to what the book has to say here. And the book says mastered skills. It talks about accomplishments. It talks about good reputation and business. It talks about expertise. It talks about building on experience. It talks about craftsmanship, high status. It talks about honor. It talks about if it was in the reverse, but it's not in the reverse, so we're not going to talk about that. High status and honored earned, okay? These two ain't got no problem with Mr. John Cook. These two, they ain't got no problem with him. Whatever the connection was, they don't have no problem with him. Well. He ain't got no problem with them. And what God would, you feel me? What God would. Okay, what God. I said what God. What God. I mean, what God would. Damn, it's the monster. It make you talk a little quicker. And me put words and shit together. But listen, what guy would not be cool unless these motherfucking catty chicks wasn't getting along? But when you're getting along, what she call it? She call it a polyamorous thingy. They getting along, everybody cool, you feel me? So what guy wouldn't like that? So although this is the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups didn't come out, but when it comes to his romantic energy right now, shit, working together, building some shit. Shit, he working on his skills. He mastering how to pop it. Winter like it this way. The foreign chick like it that. He mastering his skills, y'all, in the bedroom. We ain't talking about skills at the job. We ain't talking about personal skills, baby. It says master skills, accomplishment, good reputation. They ain't complaining about how he moving and grooving and putting that pipe. Nah. They not complaining. And neither is he. Well, he's not complaining. We haven't tapped in until that energy yet, but for shizzle. His romantic energy right now is the Three of coins. All right, take what you want with that. Now I'm interested about this right here because when it comes to his connection with the foreign woman, we ended up getting this card had popped out first, but I'm gonna go in you know, in the correct way, y'all. But let's keep it moving. So let's see, what is his connection? How does Jungkook feel? No. Is Jungkook connection to Winter? Is it? How is it? Is it good? Is it not? What is it? Is he connected to Winter? When it comes to this situation, is he connected to Winter? Is Jungkook connected to Winter? Ooh, I told you, man. I said these ladies, they, you know. Okay, I can't help it, y'all. I got to see. No, I ain't gonna see. I was finna see what her sign is, and what his sign is. I ain't gonna do it, y'all, because we already an hour in. Goddamn. All right. So, the second card, you guys, is Jungkook connected to Winter? Man, I told y'all, this man, listen. We got the 8 of Wands. We got the 8 of Wands. I told you, this man. The 8 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. This man ain't playing. He figuring out how to put it down. She like it this way. She like it that way. Da. Quick and in a hurry. Quick and in a hurry. Good news, baby. Fast messages coming in. Coming. Listen. Is he connected to winter? Shit, in the spring and in the summer, baby. And in the fall. Fuck you mean? Fuck you talking about? Is he connected? Shit. Let's read what it say, y'all. The 8 of Wands talks about progress. It talks about breakthrough. Yeah, breaking through them walls, baby. It says events moving quickly. Yeah, because sometimes she like it fast. She like it rough, let me tell you. On the threshold of something new. Every time they do it, it feel like the first time. Shit. Promises or proposal. I'm going to get it right this time, baby. Guess what? Because I've been working on my shit. Listen. Objects of desire or envy. Shit, it's all mine. It's all mine. She like, no, let's bring somebody in. He like, okay, shit. Listen. I'm telling you what it say. The question at hand was, is Jungkook connected to winter? We have the 8 of Wands coming in, y'all. Progress, breakthroughs, events moving quickly, on the threshold of something new, promises or proposal, objects of desires or envy. Motherfuckers envy their pleasure, their connection, okay? It is what it is. I ain't mad at you. That's one thing I ain't never done. I've never done a threesome because niggas be bogus, you know what I'm saying? If niggas would be fair, a nigga ain't got no problem with a female, and a nigga ain't got a problem with him and 2 other females. But as soon as a chick be like, hey, let's bring in you and a dude and me, he got a whole problem with that. Some guys don't. But hey, if we want to do this thing, you feel me? We can do it, but we got to do what I want to do too. And niggas be like, no, I don't want to show you with nobody. Well, so it's never happened to me. Shout out to you guys who have done it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's pleasures of life. For real. I ain't gonna lie, it done crossed my mind, shit. But I'm always in a relationship. Well, I'm not now, but they never wanted to do it. Not that way. They was like, no. Because I ain't finna let nobody have you. But you want me to be okay with letting somebody have you, though. Make that make sense. Be fair, my nigga. Be fair. They never want to be fair. So, no, 40 plus and still never experienced a threesome. At least not one that I was ever aware of. No. All right. Let me stop tripping. Anyway, y'all. Because y'all know niggas ain't shit. Sometimes females ain't either. But anyway, yeah, y'all, for sure. For Sizzle, he's definitely connected to her. And in more ways than y'all think, in at least 8 different positions, okay? Now, this is the part where it gets a little interesting. And the only reason why it gets interesting, because when I was shuffling, y'all see this card right here has slid out. So before I read it, we're going to definitely read the one that I wanted first. Okay, that I said was supposed to be whatever, but this one slid out. So, you know, there's that demigod coming through. So, is Jungkook connected to a foreign woman? That's funny. I'm asking, is he connected to a foreign woman? And we got 2 cards right here, y'all. Ooh, let's see what it says. Oh! This is trippy. Listen. If you enjoy this shit, Just wait till I open up the membership. If y'all enjoy this shit, y'all gonna have so much fun on the member side. Cause it's like 10 times wilder and better. I'm telling you, I'm working on it right now, y'all. But I'm not gonna launch it until well, I'll tell you when I get closer to it. But I'm working on it already, y'all. But this shit is crazy. This is a question that we're asking. Is Jungkook connected to a foreign woman? And we're talking about this girlfriend, okay? Let's not get it twisted. How we gonna get the 6 of coins, y'all? How we gonna get the 6 of coins? I'm telling you, I said whatever it is their connection is, why ever they was together, however, whenever, what the reason was, it was good for them and what it is that they needed. The 6 of Pentacles, I always look at it as a balance of give and take. Everything being equal, you feel me? That's how I always look at it whenever I see it. Things is on the up and up. If this bitch had came in reverse, I would have been like, something's not being done fairly, something is not even, something is not balanced, you feel me? But we're talking about, is he connected? Is Jungkook connected to a foreign woman? And with this 6 of coins being right here, and I had already talked about the 3 of coins right there, man, bullshit ain't about nothing, you feel me? It's not. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. You know, whatever they give each other is seen equally. Where is it at? Here we go. The 6 of coins talks about good financial trend. It talks about on the up and up, caring act, generosity, beneficiary, charity, paying attention, being vigilant. Okay. I know this is the coins. You know, I know this is pentacles. I know this, you guys. But I'm gonna get you high today. Listen, so funny. It's so funny, man. I know this is what I'm saying. But we're talking about his romantic connection to these two. And it's equally, it's seen equally. Okay? You get something, I get something. I'm not taking advantage of you. You're not taking advantage of me. We both gaining something out of this. You feel me? This is the card that I want to look at right now. But I'm not. Because I'm going to be an ass, okay? No, I'm going to be a dick. Because he ain't going to be the only one in here with a dick. I'm going to be the dick. So I'm just going over to this part, y'all. Because he's trying to lay down pipe, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be a dick too, you know what I'm saying? So let's go on over to this card, y'all. What? Well, is there a polyamorous energy here? Is there a polyamorous energy here? Man, in the biggest way. Oh, I told you. I just said he ain't finna be the only one in this bitch throwing dick. I don't want to throw some dick. Y'all know when we talking about sex, y'all. You know the Ace of Wands ain't nothing but a big old dick on a stick. That's all that is. Y'all know that. Big dick energy. Big dick energy, y'all. Got to be. Got to be. We got the 8 of Wands up in this motherfucker for winter. Now we talking about, is there a polyamorous relationship? We get the Ace of Wands. He fucking it up. He fucking it up. he laying it down. That's why I said what I said. I'm gonna be a dick, cause he can't be the only dick up in this bitch. He throwing it down, y'all. Woo-hoo. Y'all better come get this membership, man, because it's going down, I'm telling you. We gonna have fun on the member side, I'm telling you. Just wait for it. I'm building it right now, y'all. As we speak. Is there a polyamorous energy? Let's see what the Ace of Wands talks about. The Ace of Wands talks about birth. Hell yeah, somebody done pregnant. No, just kidding. It talks about birth, nativity, primary energy, creativity, new enterprise, first fruits, okay, progress, invention, dramatic impact, release of energy. Hell yeah, that nigga releasing it on. You get a little bit, you get a little bit, you get a little bit, you get a little bit. Give and take. It's evenly. Ain't no, and that's how it works. That's how it works, you feel me? That's why I be telling these motherfuckers, these baby mamas who know they nigga be fucking off, knowing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They be knowing he fucking with the other baby mama. They be knowing this shit. And you want to fight with the baby mama and all this and that. Listen, you two goofballs, y'all just move in together. Save money on the bills. You ain't got to worry about him doing this. And y'all just move in together and put y'all resources together and stop fucking playing. Because obviously he's not finna stop fucking with the bitch. You not finna stop fucking with him. She not finna stop fucking with him. Y'all might as well just move in together and save the resources. You feel me? It'll be cheaper that way and less stressful. You feel me? Shit, learn to make it work for you. Get along. Get along with each other. Say you're doing it for the kids. Yeah, damn it. And just get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all, shit, basically, you're fucking the same dude. Obviously. You know? So just come on, move in together, save on the bills, save on the food, you know what I'm saying, and keep the jealousy out the energy, and it'll work that way. I ain't promoting shit like that, but I'm just saying, if you really remember, I'm an Aquarius, y'all, so I'm gonna analyze everything, and I have to look at the bigger picture. If you ain't finna stop fucking with this nigga, you know he not finna stop fucking with her, and you still gonna have an attitude and still fuck with him. Why don't y'all just save the stress, get away from the stress, and move in together and get a place and just tell everybody we did it for the kids if it makes you feel better. Because it's a win-win situation. He ain't got to run around and be sneaking, doing all this and that. He can have the big ego like he winning. You know what I'm saying? Bills are not being splitted. This house, y'all coming together. You're going to save more money that way too. And then you're going to find out she wasn't even the motherfucking problem. It was always him. You're going to find out that she a cool ass bitch. Y'all actually got more in common than y'all don't. If not, he wouldn't be fucking with her. That's somebody's story. Not everybody's story. You feel me? But I'm just saying. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm not going to lie to you. Just think about that shit, y'all. I ain't saying go do it. But just think about it. And I'm not saying think about, when I say think about, I'm talking about analyze the situation. This is where you weigh your pros and your cons at, you feel me? If he's not going to stop it and you not going to stop fucking with him, why not just move in together? You'll be winning. And like I said, it was funny. When I was on POF years ago, somebody had made this was like in 2021 or some shit like that, or 22, I can't remember. But so I ain't on there no more. I've been off for like 3.5 years. But somebody had made on their little thingy, it said, I'm willing to lie about where we met. I'm willing to lie to people about where we met. And that shit was like the funniest shit ever. Like, we even though we meet on POF, we can lie and tell people we met somewhere else. You feel me? That's what it had said in their little description. I'm willing to lie about where we met. I was like, that shit was the funniest shit. You know what I'm saying? So stop lying to yourself. You feel me? Just it is what it is, y'all. And I ain't trying to be, but I can't help but be a realist because it's the truth. You think about it, she ain't even the problem. It's really him. He's the one fucking off. You know you being loyal as a motherfucker. You know you ain't giving that kitty cat up to nobody. You might want to. You might even talk to a nigga on the side, but I bet you he ain't getting none of that cat. But he out here fucking that other cat, and you know it. I'm a female too. Trust me, I know. Shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, sister. I'm not for what? I'm not. I can't. Y'all my niggas. Okay, I call everybody niggas. Y'all my niggas too. Y'all my niggas. Now, listen. Let's he land at the end of the day, yes, he's laying that pipe. Okay, I got off the track, but yeah, he laying that pipe, y'all. For sure. And I knew it. I could feel the energy through the cards. That's why I'm like, we gonna do it this way. We're not gonna go and work it. He doing all the laying and shit. He being a dick, let me be one too. Anyway, let's talk about what is the truth. Because most people may just look at it as, oh, you know, well, who cares about what most people look at it? What is the truth here? See, that's why I said what I said. That's why I said I didn't even finish the sentence because I already knew. Don't ask me how I know, y'all. I just know, and spirit works through me. I'm just a vessel. But listen, that's why I cut it short. What is the truth? You got the lovers. The lovers is all about a choice. I said the lawyers. The lovers is all about a choice. Having a choice. The lovers is about love. Let's talk about it. This is big Gemini energy coming through. Air energy. Shout out to the person who requested this reading. Thank you. Because I'm loving it. It says love. It talks about attraction. It talks about virtue. It talks about compatibility. It talks about harmony. It talks about triumphs over trials. It talks about choices. Okay, it talks about intuition. It talks about decisions. It talks about union. It talks about entanglement. Okay, it talks about this is the bad parts of it. It talks about infidelity. It talks about moral lapse. It talks about vice. It talks about separation and quarrels. It talks about inadequacy. It talks about failing a test. You feel me? But as you can see, based off of all the cards, the last part of the lovers is not their situation. They good. Their union is cool. They love their attraction, whatever it is. And that's just what the truth of the matter is. You feel me? I asked what the truth is. And the lovers come out. Okay? They made a choice to do whatever it is that they decided to do. Okay? And I'm not saying they so in love, are we two? Just can't wait to say I do. So in love, in the world of our own. So and I love you, my darling. Come on, y'all. What the fuck, bro? I'm not saying they in love like that, but they love what they love. You feel me? They enjoying what they enjoying. I'm not saying they finna get married tomorrow. You feel me? That's not what I'm saying. But they love what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They made a choice. They grown. They knew what it was. What they don't love is the fact of people coming the way that they coming about the situation. They like, y'all mad because y'all ain't coming. But yeah, he laying that pipe down good, y'all. I love that shit too if I was him. Shit. It would be our little dirty secret. You're my little secret. And if I escape, and that's how we should. Somebody got jealous about what was going on and told the secret. Everything was fine until somebody opened up their goddamn mouth because they wasn't getting none. Why couldn't it be me? It's always a hater, bro. Sis, it's always a hater. Motherfucker always trying to judge somebody else. No, they want to be right there in that position. That's really what it all boiled down to, y'all. For real. Yep. So, What is false about this? What is false? So the truth is the lovers. What is false? Oh, y'all see, we done got all these good ass cards, man. We done got all these good ass cards. And I turn over the card and I say, what is false? Well, let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. Did I show you? Did I show y'all the lovers? I know I showed y'all that big dick energy. But I said, what is false? The Five of Wands. This is what the Five of Wands talks about. Competition, battle for life and success, play acting, conflict, opinions, ambitious or activities, too many choices, needing to accommodate, variety of tests and needs, complexity, struggles. This right here, I said what is false. This right here is not their situation. They get along just fine. No matter what anybody else may think, this is the false narrative, you guys. They get along. I specifically asked what is true, what is false. This is night and day type of energy. One would expect them to, you know what I'm saying, be into it, not getting along, all this and that and the other. That's not their story. That's not their case. Don't make it that way for them because that's not their shit. But once again, like I said in the beginning, when you get to a stage in life where you're okay with who you are and where you are in life, you don't worry about what other people say. And I said that's a hell of a level to be on because it takes a lot for you to get there. It takes a lot for you to get to the point where you don't care about what people think about you. And you only care about what spirit think about you and what you think about yourself. Okay? Spirit gonna love you regardless. And I know motherfuckers might be like, well, how Shay gonna be so connected with spirit and all that? Because I choose to be me. You can't pretend with spirit, bro. The spirit created you. You can't come like you Mother Teresa or Gandhi. He already know who you are. He love you unconditionally, but he honor you when you come as you are, who you truly are. He love that when you yourself. That's why I do what I do. That's why I can do what I do, y'all. Because I don't pretend no more. You know, I mean, I've never been the one to pretend, let's be clear. That's why nobody never understands me. If you're an air sign, you're an Aquarius, you're weird. Well, guess what? Spirit don't have a problem with me being weird, and neither do I. I know I'm weird, but that just means I'm not like everybody else. I'm in my own box, and I'm cool with that. I mean, hey, that's what it all boils down to. Let people say what they want about you. At the end of the day, how do you feel about you? That's really what it boils down to. And I just want everybody to get to a point where they get to that level where, you know, you don't care about. And I know it's hard, you know what I'm saying? But if I can do it, you can do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not kicking in people's doors no more. Mm-mm. I don't do that. I don't kick people's doors in no more. I'm a good girl. No. Mm-mm. I don't have people putting restraining orders out on me no more. Mm-mm. No, I don't do that no more. No, I'm a good girl now. You know? And it wasn't so much of, you know, it was more so like, motherfucker, don't you ever disrespect me. I'll beat your motherfucking ass. But I'm not like that no more. Don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect my kids. Now it's to the point where I don't give a fuck what they say about me. Call me bald, headed, fat, whatever. They can say whatever they want to say about your mama. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't put their hands on you, as long as they don't put their hands on me, we good. I got 7 motherfucking boys. You feel me? I got 7 motherfucking boys. They don't play about me. You think my 7 boys play about their mama? They don't play about me. And they all taller than me too. You know what I'm saying? My boys, they don't play about their mama. They'll keep it, man, please. Hey, you say whatever you want, but mama said, you better, mama said, mama said, knock them out. If they put their hands on mama. Niggas don't put their hands on me. I used to be the one to put my hands on niggas. You know what I'm saying? I used to fight niggas all the time, bro. All the time. I don't do that no more. I'm a good girl. Moving right along. No, but shout out to my 7 boys, man. I love them. They irritating though. They get on my nerves, but I love my boys. All 7 of them fuckers. Anyway, yeah. Ain't no issues, man. Now, y'all, what's at the bottom of the deck? I said ain't no issues, y'all. We got the 3 of coins. We got the 6 of coins. We got the 9 of coins. And this furthermore tells me that, of course, you're going to hate. You're going to hate because not only are we doing good romantically, we doing good financially too, baby. I mean, I know I gotta say it because so many so many pentacles done came, so many coins done came out. 3, 6, 9. They winning. They winning damn near all the way around, regardless of what people feel about them. You feel me? All 3 of them. All 3 of them. Damn, I damn near snorted like a. I hate when that happen. Don't y'all hate when y'all be laughing and then you kind of snort and shit? I hate that shit. It almost came out. I felt it in my throat, y'all. Man, keep your big dick energy on somewhere, bro. But I'm talking about the 3s, y'all. And we know we're talking about a, what she call it? A polyamorous. I can't say it, okay? And I don't even feel comfortable with calling it a threesome. I don't even feel comfortable because it feels like it's way more to it than that, you guys. Maybe we should call it a menage a trois. That sounds more elegant. A menage a trois. Shay, how can you say a menage a trois and you cannot say polyamorous? Because I heard Nicki Minaj say it a long time ago, so I heard her say it, so now I can say it. That's how. Don't ask me no questions, motherfucker. Listen, the 3 of coins, y'all. Damn, I did not get to record on Patreon. I ran out of room, and my brother can't help me until the weekend. So I'm so sorry, Patreon. I'm so sorry that y'all don't get to hear this reading because this reading crazy. But yep, I ran out of room, and I can't do nothing now. But my brother said he gonna help me on the weekend. You know, I'm not computer savvy like that. You would think I would be, but no. A tech guy come through and help me. But anyway, yeah, so we gotta wait, y'all, till the weekend. So we have the 9 of coins right here, and the 9 of coins talks about discipline. Oh, sorry, no, it doesn't. The 9 of coins talks, that was the 9 of wands. The 9 of coins talks about material comfort, abundance, wanting for little, accomplishments, gain, sense of self-worth, safety and security, prudence and long-term planning, okay, managing danger and able to weather the storm. The storm is the people out there talking about these people's connection, you feel me? They still winning. They still winning. Whatever their connection is or whenever it was not a bad connection. We talking about, we using the tarot as what's going on with them now. Okay. And I'm sorry for the sound this damn table be making. This motherfucker be acting like I be giving it a hard time. Like, damn, Shay, you weighing all these shit. Shut up, table. That's how they be shouting. So, yeah. It's we talking about these 3 people. And we come with the 3 of coins. And they come with the 6 of coins. And they come with the 9 of coins. Man, who wouldn't want to be on that locomotive? Shit. Now, this card right here is the card that slid out. Okay, and slid out. And it's weird because now I'm thinking about this tattoo. My cousin, I better not say that. I'm gonna say it anyway. Now I'm thinking about this tattoo my cousin has, and it says "slippery when wet." Damn, slippery when wet is a tattoo that my cousin has, and it's crazy because of where it's located at. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But why did I just get that to my head? I've not talked to my cousin in years, man. I'm telling you, I'm talking about years, bro. So, but that just came to my mind. Slippery when wet. So it's definitely some nasty little things going on, but it's okay. But I just happened to mention that when with this card up here, it came to mind. As you can see, I've never said shit like that the whole time, did I? I said a whole bunch of shit. I just don't remember what it was. But let's turn it over. Let's turn it over because this was number 3, right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. This was number 3. Damn, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this was number 3, and I wanted to know John Cook's connection to the foreign woman, and we got the 6 of coins. So this card has slid out first, though. So let's turn it over and see what it says. Damn. You know what? Spirit is straight shitting on anybody who had anything to say about this connection, man. Anybody who had anything to say about this connection, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because they winning. And that card slid out. Because, yeah, it's definitely slippery when wet. Yep, that's why it came out my mouth. Because it's good. And this is spirit just being like spirit is. Oh, let me tell y'all. Spirit's so motherfucking cool, man. Y'all just don't even understand how cool spirit is. Y'all really need to get in contact with whomever you believe in. You feel me? Because it's no different. I don't know what people think. But all spirit ever wants you to do is connect with them and have a relationship with them. That's what they want. And when you got that connection, it's like having a real life conversation with a physical person. You feel me? And I know people probably like, this motherfucker done lost her everything. But I am not gonna lie to you guys. It's the truth, man. I would never lie to y'all. Like, y'all the reason why I do what I do, you feel me? Spirit is the reason how I can do it, because of the connection. But spirit will get laugh, giggle, you know what I'm saying? Spirit will keep it 100 with you. Spirit will be yeah, motherfucking nose itching crazy. Spirit will be honest with you when spirit needs to be honest with you. But they will kiki, you know what I'm saying? They'll even spill some tea, baby. You feel me? Like, for real. But you never gonna get that unless you have that connection with them. And spirit wants you to connect so bad. And society, who knows the truth, will tell you that tarot is wrong. It's not wrong, y'all. Can it be used for wrong? Yep, like anything else in the fucking world. But this is your connect. This is your tool. This is one of your tools to spirit, to the point where you don't even need none of this. I don't need none of this. I don't need none of this. But it makes it fun for you guys. It makes the delivery fun for you guys. You feel me? I could just sit up here all day and just tell y'all this, and y'all gonna be like, how the fuck she know? So the cards help explain it a little better, which is why I use them. But I can tell you anything you want to know without the cards. Yep. But this is funner this way because it's a tool, and people prefer to have something they can look at, something physical that they can look at, but they have to remember that smoke screens and mirrors, some things are, things aren't always as they appear, you feel me? That's when that faith comes in, that you have to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Faith is seeing and believing in something that's not even in front of you, you feel me? But it's cool. I love it. I'll tell you something. I had a pastor tell me one time. This shit was crazy. So He was like, yeah, you have a gift, but you're using it for the wrong reasons. If you come with me and learn up under me, I can make you a millionaire in he said in 5 years, I can make you a millionaire. And I'm like, you're the devil. This is what I'm thinking in my head. I didn't tell him that. But I'm like, you're the devil. You want me, the gift that's God, Spirit, the Creator has given me, you want me to come follow up under your fellowship and use my gifts. And if I follow and do what you say, in 5 years, I'll be a millionaire. That sounds just like the devil to me, y'all. And it was so crazy because the man had the nicest car. It was a nice ass truck. I don't even know what kind of truck it was, but that bitch had some royal goddamn rims on it. Them bitches was like white, gold, like the tire outline. That bitch, the tires was, man, it was nice. It was a nice ass car. I mean, a nice ass truck. I can't remember what it was, but he came and picked me up. The shit was funny. It was like, it was a big ass truck, y'all. That motherfucker was beautiful. But the car that I had known him to be in, it was totally different than the one he came and picked me up in, you know. Like, nigga, I sure the whole hell don't think you think your cars or your businesses, because he got a lot of them, not just church, but I sure in the hell hope you think this is going to appeal to me, because it didn't, sir. Fake pastor ass nigga. Anyway, no, and I'm still doing and that was like 2 years ago. I'm still doing what spirits say I'm supposed to do. Fuck you. And yo, 4 cars, nigga. They were nice ass cars though, y'all. And he got a lot of money, you know, but dude, that shit don't work for me. Cause that's your shit, buddy. It's not mine, it's your shit. And even if I had all that shit, I still, you know, fuck you, dude. You weird. Anyway, but that was the devil in disguise. Don't tell me the God gifts Spirit that gave me, you want me to turn my back on that because I'm using it for evil and come join you and I'll be a millionaire in 5 years? Fuck you! Now, let's see. But I said all of that to say this. Spirit is basically shitting on whoever had anything to say about their connection, simply because Spirit knows what it is that you do when you think don't nobody else know. So remember that card slid out slippery when wet. That card slid out before I had got to this one. And the 6 of coins right here, remember I said they balanced, they good. They, you know what I'm saying? It's an equal give and take. And Spirit like, shit. At the bottom of the deck, we got the 9 of pentacles. I mean, yeah, what's the 9 of coins, y'all? Then, I say the best for last. The Ace of coins. The Ace of coins talks about treasure, baby. The Ace of coins talks about riches, baby. The Ace of coins talks about prosperity, baby. Recognition, baby. Contentment, baby. Fulfillment, baby. May relate to work, pregnancy, childbirth, etc. Triumphs and profits. Security in its prices. Fresh financial start and new enterprise. They winning, bro, sis. They winning. You know? So Spirit like, stop hating. You know? You think just because they in a polyamorous relationship, Spirit condemns them or look down on them? If they did, if Spirit did, these cards wouldn't have came out the way that they came out of, the way they came out. You know? People don't know how Spirit used people and what Spirit used people for. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a college educated person, you feel me? Half of this shit, I can barely read it, you know what? But Spirit used people like me to deliver them. I don't know why he does that. Man, I talked to him about that, like, why is you using me? You know I'm goofy as hell. But these are the type of people that Spirit use. It's the people that y'all probably wouldn't expect. Spirit know people, relate to people who don't consider themselves to be all high and mighty, because I don't. Nobody wants to try to relate to somebody who puts themselves out there to be perfect. Nobody can relate to anybody who pretends as if they're better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to connect in with anybody they feel that, you know, tries to show them or look at me, I got this and you don't. Spirit know that, you know. My mission, my journey, my purpose is to um bring the people together. As an Aquarius, I am a humanitarian, okay? That's what I do. I care more about the people than I do my own self. You feel me? That's why I always get fucked around in my relationships, because I pour more into them than I do myself. But, oh, let's come into an end. Spirit said, no more, young lady. So, I want the best for not just me, the whole fucking world. I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just want everybody to have what it is that they need, so they can continue to grow and learn and achieve and overcome. That's all I ever want. That's it. That's all. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole lot more to learn with this membership. I'm not, this isn't a membership like, hey, I know this, you just listen to me. I need like-minded people who can teach me shit too, because I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I need more shit that I need to learn, but I need to learn it from people who on the same level as me or higher that can teach me stuff. I don't need no low vibrational type of people. And as a tarot reader, intuition and everything else, all my other gifts, I can see you coming a mile away. I can feel your energy, you feel me? So some people may come and some people may get dismissed right away because I'll be able to feel it, you feel me? I need people who's on a mission just like me, you know? But yeah, spirit is like, you can't throw stones and hide your hands, because spirit see everything. You think because these people are doing what they doing, or rumored to be doing what they doing, you think spirit is like, oh, they the baddest thing in the world, they going to hell? No, I don't care what their culture is. I don't care. There's only one God. I don't care what nobody say. There's only one. But people see that differently. And when I say see that differently, they're supposed to, you know. But at the end of the day, there's still only one. There's not 5, there's not 10, there's not 100, there's only one. But we see that person differently, and that's okay. Spirit ain't got no problem with that. The spirit already know what it is. But when I say spirit, I mean the creator. I already know what that is. But my whole point is, y'all, spirit don't look down. Creator don't look down on these people for doing, rumor or not. Spirit don't condemn them and look, you're going to hell with gasoline draws on, gasoline thongs on. They're going to burn that ass quick. It's so wrong. That's so wrong, you feel me? It is, y'all. You know? Because that's just not how it is in the real world. You feel me? Man. So yeah, y'all, that's that. Damn, I cannot believe. Fuck, man, I gotta go. I could really just leave it at this. I really could, but we have more cards to get to, so let's get to it. We have more cards to get to, so. So the next cards, you guys, we're gonna use these here. It's the monster. This is my foot, man. Well, it definitely looked like I'm not getting to the Jimin in Jiangyan, Jimin in Jiangyan. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't pronounce it, but the next reading was supposed to be Jimin and Jiangyan or something like that. Past, present, and future energy. That's what the next reading was supposed to be. But I can see this reading is going a little longer than expected. But I'll come and do it tomorrow, y'all. I'll come and do it tomorrow for sure. So that's the next reading, you guys. So I'm so sorry. Jungkook and Winter and the foreign girlfriend took forever. But it was needed. Spirit said it was needed because somebody needs to hear this message. Because it could be their situation too. It could be their situation and what it is that they're going to, and they may feel like, but you know that I'm gaining so much, and but I don't want to go to hell with throwing gasoline draws on. Spirit gonna get me, and God gonna, whoever you believe in, gonna. So somebody needs to hear this message. You're not going to hell with gasoline thongs on, and not gonna burn that booty hole up quick like that. No, I'm telling you, no. Somebody needs to hear that. That's why it's taking so long. Okay, somebody needs to be reassured that you gonna be all right. They're not gonna kunta cut the foot off. They're not gonna kunta cut the foot off. No, you still can walk around this and do what you feel you need to do. All right. These are the wisdom of Tula. Okay, and I just want to know, what are the hidden dynamics of this connection? What is the hidden dynamics? What is unseen and what is misunderstood? All right, so seeker. Wow. The reason why I'm saying wow is because before I started the shuffle, the seeker was the first card that I seen. And y'all saw me shuffle the cards. And the fact that the seeker is down here again, it makes me feel like I should read it. See, that's what's taking forever, reading all this shit, y'all. But I got to be a thoroughbred here, okay? Let's see. It's the seeker. Squeaker, seeker. It's in alphabetical order, Shay. Come on now. A, B, C, D, E. There we go. So, it says, the Sufi poet Rami, some shit like that, wrote that what we seek is seeking us. Wow. What we seek is seeking us? Well, keep reading, Shay, because what I'm feeling like is, remember when I said this message is probably for somebody who needed to hear it, who's probably in the same situation and just want to know, can they still keep getting booty like they're getting booty and not have to worry about going to hell with gasoline draws and thongs on? The Sufi poet Rami wrote that what we seek is seeking us. What we desire, we can also draw magnetically to us through our words, through our actions, making them manifest in our lives. Tula seeks true love. Wow. Wow. Well, I guess that just goes to the thingy. I remember back in the day when I was little, when I was young, when Jerry Springer had first started coming on, y'all. And it would always be, it would be these certain situations where people would be in threesomes or whatever. I think those was threesomes. I think they were just big old freaks and cheaters. But I remember a long time ago, a guy, or was it a female? I can't remember. But whatever the situation was, male or female, it's like, oh, but I love both of them. I love both of them. You feel me? And back then, when I was younger, when it first came out, Jerry Springer, I'm like, how can you love two people? You know what I'm saying? But as I then got older, I understand it a little better. But listen, this is crazy, y'all. It's like these cards are playing off of each other. It says Tula seeks truth, love, and serenity, and draws those things to her by infusing her inner in her outer world with empathy, kindness, and respect. So I had said true love, but I put the words together. But it says seeks truth, love, and serenity. Okay? Tula is inviting you to join her on her parallel quest for the inner truth, seeking and discovering the higher path that will lead you to what you truly deserves and desire. Man, this card has chosen you because you are open right now to experiencing your life and what you have already manifest. Do you need a change of direction? Consider selecting the seeker's vocabulary of words, beliefs, and action. Pay attention to how you craft your life through them and watch your life responds in a way you never believed was possible. That is so beautiful and wonderful to me. I think with the seeker um, card being at the bottom of the deck, maybe one, maybe two, maybe all three, they were trying to figure out some things you truly deserve and truly desire. That's what it says. And it's like, be open to experiencing certain things. Every experience is not going to be for everybody. But I know, especially those who cheat, you know, sometimes they feel like, well, I love this person, I love that person. And you may not necessarily love them like that, but you love what it is that they bring versus the person that you with doesn't have. That's when we come to that, what they call it, that 80-20. You may have 80% of something in a connection and it's lacking that 20%, and then you go outside of the relationship to seek the 20%. You know what I'm saying? And it's everything. You love it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's the one missing piece of the connection that you're already in. That's why a lot of people cheat. You know, it's called the 80-20. Yeah, it's the 80-20. You leave 80% to go get 20% of something. That's why I try to tell people, before you go cheat or whatever, talk to your person. Tell them, you know, this, I need this from you, and you're not providing it for me. They could never be like, well, you never told me you felt this way. I didn't know you was feeling this way. That's why I always say, talk to your person. Before you seek outside, talk to your person. Now, you done talk to this motherfucker, you done talk to this broad, and you done said what it was, and she still ain't listening. I ain't saying cheat. I would never tell you that. But when you disconnect from the situation, a motherfucker shouldn't be surprised. Because I told you what I was not receiving in this connection. I'm just going off of past experience, but I tell I only been in 5 relationships, don't do me. But every motherfucker, I told them, this is what I need. This is what I'm not getting from you. And this is what I've learned. They always feel like they're doing everything that they're supposed to do. I swear they do. Well, I do this and I do. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm telling you, this is what I need. And if you can't give me that, I gotta go. I'll try to do better. They never do better. So then when you leave and you find better, then they want to come back around. Fuck out of here, bro. On that thing. Listen. So we got the seeker, y'all. We got the seeker. So what is when it comes to the hidden dynamics, what is unseen and what is misunderstood? Man, y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. I literally just said what I had just said. And then I split the deck. How can we get tend to your own garden? Tend your garden. Tend to your own garden. Y'all know what tend to your own garden mean. Mind your own motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Make sure your shit, your relationship is having everything that it needs instead of worrying about everybody else shit. That's where that 80-20% come in. You think everything in your relationship is going well, all this, that, and the other, not knowing that a motherfucker ain't happy. But as I always say, you got to let that person know so they don't never be hit with the, I didn't know. Okay? So what is unseen when it comes to the hidden dynamics? When it comes to Jungkook, when it comes to Winter, when it comes to the foreign girlfriend, what is unseen and what is misunderstood? I can do it this time. This is what is unseen right here, and this is what is misunderstood, and this is the present. I love it. Whenever I think about the present, and it's funny because we're talking about what is unseen and what is misunderstood. At the end of the day, we can only live in the moment. When I say the moment, after I say what I say, once 30 seconds, once a minute done pass, y'all, that's in the past. It no longer matters. Because I can't take back what I said and I can't erase it, you know. That's where be mindful what it is that you say, okay, comes into play. Because you can't take it back once it's out there. Okay, once the energy is out there, you can't take it back. Okay, it's just the way the spirits had did it. But anyway, present. Okay, is self-explanatory. We don't have to talk about it. Okay, what I'm getting from that is deal with and tolerate what's in front of you. Don't worry about tomorrow. You can prepare for tomorrow, but tomorrow isn't promised to any of us. So we make the best of what we have right in front of us. You can't stress out about tomorrow. We can prepare for tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? But we can't stress out about it, okay? When it comes to your past, you're supposed to learn from it. That's why it's considered the past, okay? So, what is unseen? Okay, when it comes to the hidden dynamics, what is unseen? Wow. This is what's unseen, is that we got meditation. Y'all don't know what these three got going on when nobody is around, when nobody is looking. Meditation is meditation. Yeah, my nose itching. Meditation is meditation, you guys. When you're meditating, you're in a state when you're connecting to spirit. Okay? At least I do. I don't know about everybody else, but okay. You're at peace. You're trying to get at peace. You're trying to figure out, you know, what to do and how to do it. Okay? The crazy thing about meditation is it's one of the hardest things that I have to learn to do. And I think people in prison does it the best. I think people in prison meditate better than most people. Because when you're in prison, you have no other choice but to sit there in a cell and be by yourself for however long. So you have to try to block out things. I think the things about meditation that people struggle with, because I struggle with it, so I'm just going off of my experience. Well, I used to struggle with it. I could do that shit so quick now, y'all. But when you meditate, you can't. Meditation and manifesting are two different M's, you feel me? But when you meditate, you sit there. This is where your brain is supposed to stop. When I say stop, what I mean is there's no thinking. There's no worrying. There's no stress. There's no nothing. This is a state, meditation. This is a state where the mind is supposed to be fucking clear. When you get to that point where you're not moving, you're not thinking, you know what I'm saying? This is when spirit speaks to you clearly. You sit there and you wait. You sit there and you wait. And when you sit there and you wait, you awaken these here. You awaken these. Okay, you awaken your chakras. Okay, chakras. You awaken your chakras, and whatever it is that you need in that moment, that's what chakra is gonna show up. You feel me? And give you what it is that you need, and you'll get the answers that you seek. Okay, but it's so hard to shut the mind off because we stressing, we worrying about kids, baby daddies, husbands, wives, friends, neighbors, dogs, cats, fish. We worrying about so much health problems. We worrying about so much. But if you could just stop for a moment and just start off with like 5 minutes a day. Cause it's hard in a bitch, man. It took me like 6 days to do it, y'all. But I'm a different type of soul, you feel me? But it took me like 6 days, man. I was pissed. But yeah, that's when you get the answers. That's when spirit really speaks to you. You get the man, please. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a when we man, come on over to that membership. I'm telling you, we gonna learn together. We gonna grow together. We gonna do everything together because that's what it's all about, togetherness. We I don't care what your race is. I don't care how old you is. I don't care if you think you in a poverty mindset, because the poverty is all about a mindset. I don't care if you're rich. I've been around a lot of rich folks. I've been around millionaires. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay. At the end of the day, it's all about wholeness and coming together in order to get that peace and harmony that everybody seeks, okay? Or should be seeking. Meditation. Start off with that meditation. This card right here, what is unseen, y'all don't know about this. Y'all don't know the headspace, the mindset that these three are in. But I done told you with the demigod coming out, I done told you what kind of level these people is on. You ain't got to take my word for it. You sure in the hell don't. Shit, I would really just focus on getting there. But fuck what Shay talking about. I want to get in that state of mind because it's you winning. I'm not gonna tell you nothing wrong, y'all. Now I might mix up what them damn cards, a major arcana is. I might mix up what a tarot card says or represents. I might do that. I'm still a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. But when I speak to you from my heart, I'm not gonna tell you no lies. I'm not gonna tell you no lies anyway. You feel me? We too old to be lying and shit. Ain't no trickery or no shit like that going around here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that type of person. But anyway, my point is, we all need to get there. Not just the fact that they there. This is the shit that's unseen. As a matter of fact, it ain't nobody goddamn business. Your connection, your relationship with spirit. That's what's supposed to be sacred. Your connection with spirit. But the thing is, as a messenger, I got to tell you how to get there. I got to tell you how to get there. Because that's part of my journey, man. You ain't got to believe me, but I still got to do what spirit tell me to do. It's just they said I got to do it. It's part of my life purpose, you feel me? We all got one. And it's all different for each and every one of us. But what is misunderstood? Ooh, what is misunderstood? We got canvas. The canvas is all about painting a picture. And this is what's misunderstood. You guys paint a picture of these three individuals that you paint. But in actuality, you really don't know their story. You really don't know their canvas, what they started off with, what it ended up being. You don't know it because you wasn't there. Neither was I. Only people was there was them in spirit. Them three in spirit. So it was a foursome. Okay? Somebody could have a dog or some shit, a cat like that or something. But, yeah, this is the part that's misunderstood. You can't worry about painting anybody else's picture. You can't create anybody else's picture. Okay? Only they can do that. And that's the part that's misunderstood. You have to get out your own fresh start, your own brushes, and paint your own portrait, your own canvas. You can't try to make theirs something to be what it is or what it isn't. You can't do that. Only they can do that. Only they can put that narrative out there. They could lie and say ain't nothing going on for sure, because it's not fair. It's not everybody's business to know what they're doing and how they're doing it and who they're doing with. That's sacred. You know what I'm saying? Porn, the people who watch porn and shit, we notice I said we really not supposed to watch that. Because it's sacred, you feel me? But we watch. It ain't just me, goddamn it, we watch. Hey, I'm single. I got the shit. I ain't watched it in a while, but don't judge me. Listen. My point is, it's supposed to be a sacred act, but I feel like those who are comfortable with spreading, their experience with the world, high five up to you, you feel me? I cannot judge it because I haven't watched it, and it does what it needs to do for me and everybody else who watch it, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. It is what it is. It asks what it asks. Okay? Anyway, so that's what's misunderstood. The canvas, the picture, the big picture, the perspective of it, the hangman of it. That's the misunderstood part about the connection. All right, y'all. Let's go over to the queens of hip hop. The hip hop queens, okay? And I know this is feminine energy, but we're just talking about the energy, okay? And with these cards, I want to basically see the energy that John brings to this situation, the archetypes. And I want to see what Winter brings to the situation. So I want to see both, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what Winter brings, and I want to see what John brings. Why I just call him John like that? Like I know him like that. John Cook. Sorry. Potential. At the end of the day, there was obviously some potential right here. Okay, there's some potential. Okay. Woo-wee. Here we go, y'all. The bottom of the day, we got potential. Ooh. We got potential and we got emotions. When I first turned 19, I had a freaking dream. That's how old I am, y'all. I bet don't. Put it in the comments. That's all I'm going to say. When I first turned 19, I had a freaking dream. And now that I know. Okay. Put it in the comments. What is that? Who's saying that? Who's saying that? Wait, am I singing it wrong? When I first turned... No, did he say when I first turned 13, I had a freaky dream? Maybe he said when I first turned 13, I had a freaky dream, because at 19, you should be beyond having freaky dreams at 19. I think he said when I first turned 13, I had a freaky dream. Put it in the comments. Let me know you listening to this goddamn reading. When I first turned 13, I had a freaky dream. Where'd that come from? Put it in there. Where it come from? Who listening? Who about my age? Who about my age listening to? Put it in the comments. When I first turned 13, I had a freaky dream. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, we got emotions right here. So potentials and emotions, okay? What is John Cook's energy in this situation? What is Winter's energy in this situation? Come on now. Now, I was trying to say, girl, stop trying to act like you ain't playing no role all this goddamn time. Now you want to be quiet. Bonus card. I didn't forget about her. What does the foreign girlfriend? Whoa, spirit. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. See? That I said it was a bonus. Ooh. Spirit play way too much. It's funny that because of what it is that we're talking about, at the bottom of the deck, we got salt and pepper, and it talks about sexuality. We've been talking about a lot of sex up in this motherfucker. You feel me? We've been talking about a lot of sex, y'all. Okay, so I think it's fitting. I think it's very fitting. Okay. So here we go, y'all. I got to move these up a little bit, y'all, so y'all can see a lot better. Okay, so let's see. The first card is going to be for Jimin. Ooh, did I say Jimin? Ooh. Is he in this shit too? No. The first card. I'm sorry. The first card is going to be for John. I'm sorry. John Cook. Second card is going to be for Winter. The third card is going to be for the foreign girlfriend. And she's a bonus because I really wasn't going to, I really didn't want to pick a card for her. But we're going to anyway. But remember, we got sexuality right here. It's kind of we've been talking about little stuff like that lately anyway. All right, so here we go. This is for John Cook. Rebo, ooh, hooey. So it's the brat. So when it comes to the archetype in the situation, he is the rebel, y'all. He is the rebel. And let's talk about what the rebel says. The rebel is coming in as the brat. Okay. And the brat talks about rules, breaking rules. And it talks about activities, okay, animation, you feel me? Now, I'm going to read this part down here. And it says, animated and full of energy, she bodies unrestricted originality in one big by sticking to the credo, okay? She won big by sticking to the credo. I don't know what the credo is, but I do see one big and sticking, and we know he been winning big and sticking because we got that big old stick out here with that Ace of Wands, and we had that Eight of Wands, so we know. It says toss your rule book. It says, or at least hide it for now. So with the rebel coming out, that's like Uranus energy, Uranus energy, you feel me? The rebel, okay? Toss that out, right? Stop by not going by the book. Toss that shit to the side. We're not going by the book right now in this situation. We're breaking the rules that society put out there, you know? So that's the energy that the archetype that he brought to the table when it comes to this situation at hand. We, at least for now, right? It says toss the book, at least for now. No one says it's gonna go on for the rest of their lives, you feel me? But during that time, during that moment, all rules are out the door. Whether his culture, whomever culture, her culture, the foreign person's culture, we not going by the culture. We is the culture, you feel me? We not going by the culture. we tossing that out, you feel me? And it says you've been living with the safety on for too long. And a pull of the brat card suggests it's time to bend those rules and bite and take more risk. Yeah, bend those rules a bit and take more risk. It says we can get consumed by what ifs, where we're about to do something that may seem dramatic in the eyes of the people around us. Oh well. That's what it says. I'm not saying this. It says, oh well. Let them write your behavior off as another tantrum. But this time, take your own lead. Taking your own lead will pay off. So be the brat and be it proudly. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make this shit up, y'all. That's exactly what it say. Okay? So his archetype in this connection was the rebel with a cause. We don't, for the most part, we don't do stuff just because it's a boring day. You know, we do stuff to prove a point, whether that point is to ourselves or whether that point is for others, or maybe it's so they can get the point, or whatever the case may be. Whenever people rebel, you know, go against the grain, it's always for a reason. Whether they acknowledge that reason or not, it's always for a reason, you guys. Okay? And I know that much because I'm big Uranus. I'm like the biggest ass, you know. I can't be, you know, so I definitely get that part because that's what the Uranus, that's what it's all about. It's the rebel. It's the energy of Uranus. It goes against the grain. It goes against what everybody believes. It's doing what you feel you need to do for you, even if it may not be appeasing to those around you. That's what the card just said, you know. So that was the archetype he was in this situation. Ooh, yeah. So let's see about her. When I say her, I'm talking about Winter. See what I'm saying? When I first turned 13, I had a freak dream. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? We got emotions. And I feel like it's very fitting because remember when we talked about the daily oracle, the world's daily oracle, we had the shadow side for Winter, remember? It's right here. We know what the shadow is. And we know what the foreign female came in and did for her. Okay? So it's just basically saying the same, clarifying what this card has said up there earlier on when it came to Winter. So let's talk about it. Ain't that the one who was in a relationship with damn it. Wait, it's me or you now. Plan to make a move. I think this to make the move, girl. Ain't that the girl from Jenny Jaheen Ayako? Y'all listen, I ain't good with the names. But I'm pretty sure that because that name was out there a lot with Puff Daddy now. I bet you that's that girl. I know. Ooh, and I turn right to it. Yeah. Well, if I'm wrong, y'all, I'm sorry. Cause see, sometimes I get it wrong. But I think she the one. I think she to make the move. I'm one willing to make a move. I'm like seeing her dancing. It's me and you. Cause I don't think nobody on there. I think it's just her and herself. But that's the girl. It's ooh. We talking about Winter, y'all, and her archetype in this situation. And it says there are two sides to pulling the Jean Ayako card. You're either too emotional or not emotional enough. Ain't that about a bitch? What is Winter's? Fuck, I want to look it up. Now I sound like the dog when he be out there. He making a damn sound. Shit, I don't know if that's a happy sound or what. I don't know. Itchy sound? I don't know. But there are two sides to pulling the make a move card, girl. You either too emotional or not emotional enough. Our zodiac signs often dictate our paths in this department. Ain't that about a bitch? Because when we talk about the shadow side of a person, we all got one, but we need to learn how to deal with that aspect of us. Each and every one of us, if you believe in it, got that good angel over there on that one shoulder. Then we got that little red angel over there that they show in the cartoons. That's the shadow side, y'all. That's the side that we don't want to realize this there. We all got one, nigga. You know that shadow be following you, that motherfucker ain't gonna. But you got to learn how to deal with that shadow aspect. Because when you don't deal with it, that's where all the trauma and all the bullshit come in at. Because you're trying to run away from your demons when you have to face them. Okay? It's all cool and funny on the cartoons when you see that bitch, right? And the good and then the bad one be fucking up the good one. But when you become an adult, that shit ain't so funny now, is it? Yup. Swear to God. No, I don't swear to God, Spirit. It's a habit. I remember the dumbest thing I ever said in my life. I'm going to tell you right now. The dumbest thing, one of the dumbest, because I got a list of them. But one of the dumbest things I ever said in my life is, I can't wait till I'm grown. Man, I'm still kicking my ass behind that one. I can't wait till I'm grown. My little neck. I can't wait till I'm grown. The dumbest shit that ever came out my motherfucking mouth. Promise you. That was some goofy, dumbass shit, man. I said, I can't wait till I'm grown. Man, I'll tell you, between me and you, I left home when I was 19, y'all. 2 already and 1 in the belly. I left home. Got on my own. Went to a shelter and everything, yeah. I was only in there for like 5-6 days, though. No, it was about 5-6 days. I was in the shelter before I got my own shit. But, dumbest shit I ever said, man. If I could take it back, but you can't. I probably would have stayed home till I was about 30, no bullshit. Yeah, I probably would have stayed home until I was 30. No bullshit. Me no lie to you. But it's in the past, and all I can do is learn from it and tell the younger ones, man. Just wait till the membership, man. I got a lot of shit I want to tell y'all, man. I got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? If this information don't apply to you, I know it's somebody in your life you can give it to, and that's gonna help them. Cause my ass done learned a lot. I knocked this big ass head a few times, a dozen times, and probably gonna hit it some more. But every time I learn, you know, every time I hit this big motherfucker, I learn some shit, y'all, though, for real. It's pointless to knock this big motherfucker on some shit, but don't learn from it, you know? That's where the fuck up come in at. But I learn every time I hit this big motherfucker. Shit. Whew. But listen, I'm going to say it again. There are two sides to pulling The Jean Aiko card, you either too emotional or not emotional enough. Our zodiac signs often dictate our paths in this department, but we aren't beholden to our astrological influences. Stiffing feelings can leave you feeling repressed, and one tiny disruption in your day can result in an emotional geister that no one, not even you, could ever prepare for. Likewise, a constant outpour of emotions could be draining for both you and the person on the receiving end. Take it from Jaheen's trajectory and find a balance through when you need to emote, just do it. It's more than just feelings emo. This degree of honesty can help you feel free. um, Feeling, longing, desires, and outbursts, and standoffishness. This is the archetype when it comes to the situation, and I truly believe it, especially based off of the shadow side card that came out earlier when we talked about winter. Right, right. So yeah, she got the make a move card, girl. Yeah. All right. Now, like I said, I wasn't gonna pull a card for the foreign girlfriend. I wasn't gonna pull a card on her, but let's just call it a bonus card. And remember, we had the sexuality card come out earlier. I mean, at the bottom of the deck. Look at her. She like, Shay, don't play me. What you mean you wasn't gonna? I'm the motherfucker leading the whole motherfucking boat. What the fuck you mean, biatch? No. Cause I wasn't gonna pull a card for her. But at the same time, remember how she showed up as the demigod. I don't know how these cards gonna play out, y'all. I put in my head the questions that I want to ask you, feel me, and go from there. I honestly didn't have one for her, but I didn't know she was gonna show up as the demigod. I didn't know how big and bad she was to the whole ordeal, the whole story. I didn't know none of that, you feel me? But now I know, and that's why I pulled a card for her. And look how she's showing up. Didn't I talk about her earlier when I talked about Menage a Trois? Look at Nicki Minaj as. And he talks about leadership. Despite what people may think, they may think John Cook was the leader of the show. In actuality, it's actually the foreign chick, the mystery woman. It's actually her. She the one leading the whole fucking thing. Little do they know, she's the leader. Yeah. She could be older, too. She could be older than them, too. I don't know. But she's the leader. Yeah. Or if she's not older, she could be more mature. She could come off as the more mature one out of the three. Even though we all know Nikki is crazy as hell. We all know that. But at the same time, I know Nikki's is in the social media. I know I didn't click on it, but I know she's been out there lately. I just read the title, y'all. I never clicked on it, but I know she's out there right now. Because I mean, I can't force myself to click shit no more because there my head go. I analyze everything, so I can't just look at what's out there just because it's out there, and I take too much time wrecking my brain trying to figure out, is this true, is it whatever. It's just too much for my little brain to do, and it's a waste of energy. But when it comes to her archetype in the situation, the role, she's the leader of it all. She's the demigod. She's the this shit. She that motherfucker. Whoever she is, she the motherfucker. when you think about rebellion and you think about emotions, why do we rebel? We're dealing with our emotions and trying to figure out how to balance them out. Whoever this foreign girlfriend is, this mystery lady, whoever she is, she's the one who balanced these two out. Bottom line. Bottom line. And whether that balance is presented in a good way, a negative way, a freaky diggy dig, you know what I'm saying? It's their way. It's their way, and it works. And at the bottom of the deck, we got sexuality, and let's just keep it a buck. When we think about salt and pepper, the one of the biggest songs that they're known for is "Let's Talk About Sex, Baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about sex, right? Shoot, that oop, shoot. That's how old I am, y'all. Shoot, let me break it down to the subject and the sun, and then whoop, skip to the loop, my darling. Not falling in love, but I think I would do with the betcha got. It's some shit. The song goes just like that, y'all. Like no bullshit. It sound like that. But my point is, we talking about a menage a trois. We're talking about a polyamorous, this stuff. A hippopotamus, goddammit. Some shit big in a room, okay? But yeah, she the corporate. She the one that's controlling it all, y'all. The one that nobody really knows about, because the foreign woman, as the person in the request of reading, shout out to you, is the foreign girlfriend. She didn't give me a name for this person. But here's the thing. That's why I picked up these cards. We all know, everybody know about salt and pepper, but do y'all know that salt and pepper is actually a trio? It's three of them. Even though it says salt and pepper, it's actually three of them. Okay? The other one is called Spinderella. This is the Spinderella, the Nicki Minaj energy. When it comes to this trio, Winter, Jungkook, and the foreign girlfriend. Spinderella is the one in the background. You can't bust a move until Spinderella spins that track. Salt and Pepper can't do what Salt and Pepper do until Spinderella spins the track, right? They just gonna sit there. Spinderella is the motherfucking table. She's the plate. She the one over there doing the mix table. She the one with the mix, you know what I'm saying? Salt and Pepper is the one that put the flavor on it, the spice. You know what I'm saying? The season. That's so funny. I remember back in the day, me and my cousin, you know, back in the day, everybody want to be in a girl group or whatever. And me and my cousin, we didn't work out. We was called Sugar and Spice. The shit was funny. Obviously, I was the spice and she was the sugar. Or was I the sugar? She the spice? Hell no, I was the spice. She was the sugar. But it didn't work out. And I ended up bringing in one of my friends to be the sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny, y'all, when we kids. That shit be funny. Yeah. Me and my cousin, we didn't work out with the sugar and spice shit. So I brought in somebody else, and that shit didn't work out either. But I remember the whole song that we made. That bitch was raw too, because I'm the one who wrote the shit. You know what I'm saying? It was real raw. It was, for that age, I wasn't no more than 10, 11, 12. And it was a raw ass bars. Like, yeah. I even sent that bitch off. You know, little punk ass little ads that be in the paper. And it'd be like, you want to be a music star, you got music, you got poems. And I sent that shit off, and they hit me back. And they told me my shit was dope. But at the same time, they was like, send a whole bunch of money too. And I'm like, nah, you trying to play me. But yeah, I'll rap it to y'all one day. It's real kitty like, but it was so funny. But anyway, y'all think we done, but we is not. So I'm gonna need another sip of the monster. Y'all think we done, but we not. I'm gonna need another sip of the monster. And damn near seemed like We talking about 3 people. We damn near 3 hours in, y'all. That's crazy. All right, so where's my cards at? Oh, shit, damn. I got a long way to go. I'm looking over here for the cards, but they right here. All right, y'all. So these are the Moonology cards. Y'all should probably know by now. But they are the message ones. And I just want to use these cards to see what cycle Jungkook is in romantically and what cycles the rumor is in. So we're going to see where he's at, and then we're going to see the cycle that the rumor is in. Y'all, that's funny. Woo! Look, y'all saw me pre-shuffle, right? Y'all saw me pre-shuffle these cards. That's why I'm doing a pre-shuffle now. I didn't used to do the pre-shuffle, y'all, but now I'm doing the pre-shuffle. And like I said, somebody could timestamp it for me, please, so people can know where the shuffle is and then where the reading itself start. But yeah, because I want y'all to know it's not me, it's the cards. And I know all my other readings is probably like, dude, what the fuck? But it's not me. It be the cards doing that. So that's why I'm showing y'all me shuffling. And there's nothing special about the shuffle. I just shuffle them. You know, I clean them up. I make sure they all in the correct position, and I just do what I do. You know. Ooh, look. We talking about what cycle Jungkook is in romantically, and what cycle the rumor is in, and if we going off of this bottom of the deck, what cycle Jungkook is in romantically, that's a mystery. That ain't none of your goddamn business. Well then shit, can you tell us what cycle the rumor is in? Well, that's protection. That still ain't your business, motherfucker. For real. If that's the way we want to look at it. Can I get 2 cards, please? What cycle is Jungkook in romantically? And what cycle is the rumor in? Damn. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yeah. Ooh, yep. So I'm supposed to do that, spirit. Y'all see? See, that's see? Protection is still protected. You saw me shuffle these cards. It's still protected. And guess what? The shmoney is still right there. The shmoney been there the whole fucking time. The shmoney, abundance. The shmoney has been here the whole fucking time, y'all. I'm sorry for cussing. It's not me. It's the monster. It's the monster, okay? So, this card right here is going to talk about what cycle John is in romantic. No, I'm talking. How you gonna call him John, dog? Call him his name, Shay. Jungkook. It's so hard because I keep calling him Cock. Ooh, synchronicity. Synchronicity is all about timing. Synchronicity is all about signs. Synchronicity is all about numbers, y'all. So when it comes to what cycle he is in romantically, it still boils down to none of your motherfucking business, because we had mystery earlier, right? And now we got synchronicity. Everything, ooh, it just fell on top of the demigod. Ooh, yeah, because she gonna make sure you don't know what the fuck going on, because she's the one that's doing everything. So synchronicity, it's all in divine timing when it comes to his romantic relationships. There's signs. He knows what to do. Synchronicity is all about the same numbers and different things like that showing up. So it's still a mystery because we don't know what numbers are significant to him, what's sacred to him. We don't know what that is. Somebody might know, but you know what I'm saying? So this is still coming up as mystery for me. Synchronicity. Yeah. Yep. Now let's talk about the rumor. Okay. Y'all see how the car had acted all crazy. So let's see what cycle the rumor's in. We got courage. Whenever I think about courage, I think about standing up for what it is that you believe, having the courage to live your truth, whether it's approved or not approved, you know. So when it comes to the rumor, they just got to, when it comes to the cycle of the rumor, they just have to have courage to keep moving how they've been moving, you know, moving how they've been moving. Whatever that move is, y'all. The courage to continue doing you, you know, the courage to continue to stay on path, the courage to continue to listen to spirit and allow spirit to guide you. Not letting social media guide you, not letting the fans guide you, not letting the news narrate your story and paint your canvas, not letting the fans do all of that. You got to have the courage to do what you need to do, okay, and what you feel is right. It may not be right. Ooh, shit, it may not be right to all of us, you feel me? But it's right for them at this moment. The synchronicity at this time is right for them. Oh, shit, at least for him, it is. Oh, okay. Um, let's see the hidden truth, y'all. Let's see what the hidden truth cards have to say. Jesus, I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet, y'all. I'm ready for some oatmeal. Yeah, oatmeal. Walnuts, dates, and raisins oatmeal. It's by Quaker Oatmeal. This shit good in the motherfucker. Yeah. Anyway, you get a whole box for like $6 or some change at Walmart. All right. These are the hidden truth oracle cards. And I want to know about what is unspoken. I want to know Jungkook's hidden truth. I want to know Winter's hidden truth. And I want to know the foreign woman's hidden truth. Erky, jerky, erky, jerky. That looks so nasty. You speak to me through music. Well, I guess so, because that's all the fuck I've been doing. Y'all been having me sitting up here singing songs like Hannah Montana. What the fuck, bro? I regret lying to you. I regret lying to you. Okay. That's somebody hidden truth. Somebody regret not lying. Somebody regret lying about what's going on or how they truly feel or something like that regarding the situation. I don't know who was lying or who was trying to cover up what. I don't know. But that's just what happened when I split the deck. So here we go now, Spirit. I'm ready now. Okay. What is the hidden truth for Winter? Can I get it back to back? What is the hidden truth for for Jungkook? There we go. What is the hidden truth for Winter? And what is the hidden truth for the foreign woman? There we go. See the little square? I mean, no shade. We did not see the little square. We saw the little triangle. Okay. Here we go. This is the hidden truth right here. This is the hidden truth for Jungkook. I don't react when people mention you. Okay. So his hidden truth is whatever situation he was in, whatever that was, he doesn't talk about it. Whatever that is, okay? That's his hidden truth. I don't react when people mention you. This is Winter's. I bury myself in my work to forget about you. Damn. Who is they talking to? Shit. Damn. What the fuck? What kind of connection these folks, these focusings was in? I don't react when people mention you. Winter said, I bury myself in work to forget about you. Damn. This is some deep shit. Because whatever this situation is that brought them in connection with the foreign lady, the foreign girlfriend, it has a lot to do with their past. Remember when I said something about struggles, trauma bonding? Whatever happened in a relationship that these two were in the past, they connected through this foreign girlfriend. Then that's why I bury myself and work to forget about you. I don't react when people mention you. So what the foreign lady? God damn, what's her hidden secrets? God damn, shit. What's her hidden truth? You were the best thing in my life. Oh, man. This is crazy, y'all. This is hers. You were the best thing in my life. Here's the thing. Whoever this foreign girlfriend is, she's very mature. Even though she may come off as, I don't know her age, you feel me? I don't even know her name or what she looks like or nothing like that. I don't know none of that shit. But her energy is very interesting. I like her energy, like I really do. Because sometimes you see how I don't react when people mention you. I bury myself and work to forget about you. But then when we come off to her hidden truth, you were the best thing in my life. Sometimes it's hard to recognize when you have fucked up a situation. But when you get to a point where you can recognize when you have something good in your life, but you fuck it up. And remember I said, whoever she is, it took her some time to get to wherever she is in life. You know, when it comes to herself and her connection with spirit, and she's teaching these two to how to get to that level too, and then they get a little bump and grind on the side, you feel me? It's like the best thing ever. She recognized, and sometimes that's what happens. You have to have something good in your life, and then it no longer is, and when you be the fuck up behind that, you learn a lot from that. So whoever she is, she got to have an old soul or very advanced, you know, in her life or whatever, or something to that extent. Something like that, y'all. It's something to that extent, I'm telling you. What's at the bottom? Take it on my nerves. I speak to you through music. Isn't that how it was when we first started doing this? This is crazy. What do y'all, Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. So these are the cosmic insight cards right here, and I want to know, what is the root cause of the rumor? I said somebody probably was hating, you feel me, that they wasn't in the mix. Shit, they probably wouldn't have been having a problem if they was a foursome, goddamn. But this is what we're gonna use the cosmic insight cards to talk about. So, what was the root cause of the rumor? Why this rumor started, and what energy is feeding it? Okay, well, I got a sip to that one. I swear it's still more than half of a monster in here, y'all. I just take little sips. It takes me 2 days to finish one monster, y'all. It don't take a lot to get me geeked. Because I'm so motherfucking pure. No fucking, no drinking, no cigarettes, no weed, no mushrooms, no nothing. Like, nothing. The only thing I'm doing is eat, and not eating bad, but cussing. That's it. I don't even eat meat like that no more, just fish. Don't judge me. But I don't eat meat like that no more, just fish. So here we go, y'all. That sounds kind of weird. Okay, Shay, where's your fucking brain at? Well, they the one got the threesome energy. What the fuck? What you want me to do? Shit. Now it's all up in me. No. Stupid, dude. Okay. Oh, look. Move on. Someone is unavailable or a waste of time. It's over. See what I'm saying? Remember how I keep saying these damn cards keep playing on each other. Y'all saw the pre-shuffle. I don't react when people mention you. I bury myself and work to forget you. And then you were the best thing in my life. At the bottom of the deck, we're talking about what's the root cause of the rumor, why this rumor started, what energy is feeding it. At the bottom of the deck, someone is unavailable and a waste of time, and it's over. Shit, whoever they were in a connection with and they end up breaking up with, the person who's out of the picture is more than likely the one who started the rumor, because they no longer in the equation. That's just, Yep. Communicate, compromise, forgive, and work on it. Yep, somebody wasn't willing to communicate and compromise. They was like, I'm unavailable. I ain't got time. I'm not gonna communicate with you. I'm not gonna give you what you want. So when people don't give you what you want, what is this? They tell all your secrets. They start spreading rumors, gospeling about you so you can feel better about the situation and make them look bad. None of this shit is anything new under the sun, y'all. Y'all know how this shit go. It's really not a mystery at all if you just pay attention to the synchronicity, the seasons of it all. This is just the way shit is. It's just, it's life. It's life, But there's a thing, it doesn't have to be. We can change all of that shit up together. We come together. We can change it up. We can change it up and focus on the real bullshit and get to the bottom of the real bullshit. I get so tired of people talking about all the shit that's going on wrong, but all you doing is talking about it and you feeding it. You're not trying to fix the situation. We can talk all day. What's the plan though? Anybody can talk. We all got mouths, just like an asshole, opinions and all that shit. But if you ain't talking about doing something about it, then you shut up. For real. Anyway, what energy is feeding it? We got earth sign and sexuality. Someone is still trying to figure themselves out. A earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Most more than likely feeding it is somebody who trying to figure out what's going on with you because they haven't figured out what's going on with their own selves. Could be an earth sign or could have something to do with earth sign season. What energy is feeding this shit? Yep. No, it's not the right time. You see what I'm saying? No. People look at the word no, and then I turn the card over. Someone else is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. No, it's not the right time. What's feeding this is that a motherfucker is getting rejected. No. So, the boundaries. Somebody want to cross the boundaries. No means no, motherfucker. No, it's not your time, male or female. No. You gonna tell me no? Someone else is in the middle. Someone else is trying to sabotage this. We already know they threesome is good. According to these cards, we know it's good. Someone on the outside who got rejected is not happy about the connection. This is what's feeding this rumor. Can we talk about it? Can we communicate? Can we try to work? No, it's not the right time. We good right now. We don't even think about you. I work to forget about you, nigga. Stop playing. What's this card? This is so funny. This is why this rumor started. And this is the one that's feeding it though. But why this rumor started, listen.
We got pet. It says getting a new pet or giving a current one more love. This is what started the rumor in the first place. I don't think. And remember, I did mention something about a dog, right? Didn't I say something about a dog or a cat when I talked about the canvas? Only because I saw a dog right there. But with pet being right here, it says getting a new pet or giving a current one more love. New situation doesn't necessarily have to be a new pet. But what I'm saying is there's a new energy in the equation, a more loyal energy in the equation, and it's not you. Pets are, well, dogs anyway, because I said dog first, are considered loyal. You know, a man's best friend can be a woman's too. You feel me? Um, this card right here, somebody did not like that new energy. It says a current pet or love a current pet more. That current pet is the one who didn't get the love, and that's the one with the no. No. So I'm in the picture. Why you can't show me no love? Earth. Or rough. Earth. I said earth. Could definitely be an earth sign. Has something to do with earth season. Okay. So someone's trying to sabotage you. No one never likes to see you happy, especially if you're not with them. A motherfucker see you happy, a motherfucker see you glowing, a motherfucker see you doing good in life. They don't want to see that. And truth be told, they really don't want to be with you like that. They just want the access back. And then you give them the access, then everything that you have worked on all this time goes straight down the drain. So don't give it to them. Somebody needed to hear that. Don't give them what they want. Because it's really not love. It's just all about access. You cut that access off, they want to get back in. They want to get back in because you look like you winning without their help, without their assistance. You look good, you know. You shining like new money, whether you got some or not. To them, and they like, damn, what about me? What about you, bro, sis? What about you? Anyway, here's the Kipper cards. And we're going to use these to talk about the real world influence. And I like using these cards right here because they kind of talk about real life time, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what they're talking about. Is there a real relationship? Is there a third party energy? Is there polymonery? Poly all that shit. Poly wanna cracker, goddamn it. At the bottom of the deck, we got courthouse. 2 and 3. 23 could be significant. Whoa! I just tried to flip these cards over. But I didn't try to flip them off. I was trying to cut the deck, and y'all heard how that motherfucker just came through. So, I wanted to know, is there a real relationship? Is there third party energy? And is there the cracker, polyamorous stuff? Polyamorous stuff you talking about? I'm talking about we had courthouse, y'all, at the bottom of the deck. Is it still there? Yep, it's still there. It's still there. And we got message. And then toil and labor tried to pop out. So right away, y'all, the energy that I'm tapping into or the energy that I'm feeling right now is definitely some type of energy that's trying to come in and destroy all of this. I say that because the court card. I say that because of toil and labor. Toil and labor is like hard work, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And then we got message. And it's the 3 questions at hand. Is there a real relationship? Is there third party energy? Is there a poly thingy going on? I feel like yes it is, but what I also feel like too, somebody finna try to come in and fuck that all up. Yes. Message and courthouse and toil and labor. 23, 38, and 7. Something could be out there in the news or court or something, y'all. But just know it's just not self-sabotaging, but somebody's trying to sabotage whatever this is, and whatever they're doing is not working. So now they're gonna try to, it seems like they're gonna try to do something to hit them somewhere else with toil and labor, hit them where they work at, hit them where it might make things even harder for them, with message being here in toil and labor in courthouse. Well, damn. Can I get 3 cards, please? Three cards, please, Spirit. I'll figure it out. A message tried to come out again, y'all. 3 cards, please, for the 3 questions. Damn. Okay, y'all. Y'all see? Can you see it? It's right there. It's 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I told Spirit I'll figure it out. Thank y'all. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we got main male. Now, we know we've been talking about a main male, and the main male has been Jungkook, right? Yeah. So, crazy part about it is, I don't know if he the main male though. I'm not 100% sure, y'all, because of the question. Is there a real relationship? Is there third party energy? Is there the molly cracker shit? I think it could be a man. It depends on these 3 cards, y'all. Damn, is they all in the reverse? Whoo! Okay, they all in the reverse. I just looked at them. Well, I didn't look at them, but I can see they in the reverse. And they flew out. Y'all see them flew out. I don't think this is John, though, y'all. I don't think this John. I don't think he the main male. I don't think he's the one that's trying to. I'm not picking up on the energy, y'all, of him the one fucking shit up. I think it's somebody else that don't like what's going on, but it's a male that's going to try. And that would make perfect sense, right? If, hypothetically speaking, y'all, if Winter was in a connection with somebody else, if the foreign girlfriend was in a connection with somebody else, wouldn't it only be fitting? Well, I'm assuming they were with guys. Wouldn't it only be guys now? But wouldn't it be fitting for the guy to come in and try to destroy shit because neither one of them want to fuck with him? Just hear me out. And I'm only saying that just based off of, well, I got to grease my scalp. I'm only saying that based off of them crazy cards, toil and labor. Damn, y'all, what was the other 2 cards? Toil and labor, message, and courtship. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that, y'all. And now we looking at main male, and all these cards right here is in reverse. Look, I'm gonna pick them up. I'm gonna show you to y'all. I'm gonna pick them up. I don't know what they say yet. I don't know what they say. But we finna turn them over and see. But I'm just showing y'all that they in the reverse. They're upside down. So turn them around. Listen. Look at these cards, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Keep in mind they in the reverse, y'all, but I'm finna turn them around in the correct position. Now, remember what I just said, y'all. Remember I said it's somebody Look at all of. We could have got any other cards, y'all. We got all face cards. Let's just look at the fact that we got all face cards. That's the trippy part about it. But the question at hand is the real world influence. And we got real life people popping up in this reading. We got a mature woman, we got a mature male, and we got an official person, and then we got a main male. These are all characters. These are all people, you feel me? We could have got any other goddamn thing. And y'all seen it came out now. I told Spirit, just give it to me and I'll figure it out. Now, why the fuck did I say that? Because this one's a pickle. This is a pickle. I'm a pickle. I'm a pickle. Damn, what's that show? Mark. Wait, I'm a pickle. Ricky and Morty. Yep, Ricky and Morty. That's like the best episode. I'm a pickle. Pickle Rick. Pickle Rick. Pickle Dick. Pickle Rick. Listen. It's a man. As a matter of fact, it's two men's. And they are not acting like they supposed to act, because with official person being in the reverse, official person is like high honors, a law-abiding type of person, you know what I'm saying, in charge of things, shit like that. But all of this shit came out in the reverse. The mature male came out in reverse. The mature woman came out in reverse. Everything came out in reverse. So, whomever this person is that's trying to fuck shit up with that courtship and that toil and labor and make things hard, when I look at the mature woman and the mature male, even though it came out in the reverse, I look at it as a couple. It's 5 and it's 6. So I'm looking at this as somebody working together, a team or something, working together and not being official. Everything an official person comes with in the reverse. Working together for something that's not necessarily good. You think about a mature woman, you think about a mature man, you're thinking about somebody who is respectable, someone you can look up to for guidance and for information, but not if it's coming out in the reverse. I don't know if the person that's trying to sabotage this is a mother and a father figure who don't like what's going on. I don't know if this is old acquaintances who don't like what's going on. But somebody, more than somebody, it's more than one person, could be a male and could be a female, but they don't like whatever this connection is. Damn. I moved a card. Y'all saw me move a card from main male. 32, despair. And it's a dog here again, y'all. So I done mentioned dogs on 3 different occasions now. The animal probably play a role in this or know something about what's going on or something. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. But with despair being here, not hiring, you know, somebody feel like they on the outside and they want to get back in, and they going to do whatever it is that they can do to make you feel like they felt. They feel like they on the outside. They want to get in and they can't, and it's causing them despair. I'm hearing even my dog like you. Even my dog not loyal. Maybe the dog, if there was a dog in the picture, maybe the dog was real cool with the person that's no longer in the picture, and the dog got more love for the person that's I don't know what this is, y'all, but this is wild. This is wild. All these people showed up, y'all. These people are significant. It's just I don't follow them. Listen, look at the pattern, y'all. Number one, the main male. Right? And then look at the order. The mature woman, 6. This is where those numbers come in at, that synchronicity. This is where the numbers come in at, the patterns. I catch patterns real good. Well, I can sometimes. But 6, the mature woman. 5, the mature male. But then we got official person, number 22. But number 22 came out in the reverse. It's not an official person, but if we're going in the order, 2 plus 2 is 4. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, and 2. Where's 3 and 2? Oh, there you go. 3 and 2 is right there with number 32. There go 3 and 2. Their mission is to destroy this connection and cause despair. I just said, where is 3 and 2? And here we go. 32. There you go. It's right there. I hadn't seen it first. Yeah, I'm real good with the patterns. I find patterns and shit and numbers. I connect them the way that I do. It's crazy because I suck in math. I can add some money up. I can pay some bills, but other than that, I fucking hate math. But I can look at the numbers and see the patterns, and y'all just saw how I just broke that down. Anyway, it's some shit finna go down, and it's calculated at the end of the day. Somebody working on some shit to destroy this situation only because they're not in it. They feel like they're on the outside. They want to get inside, and they can't. Yeah. They could have been part of the crew, but no more. I'll drink to that. I ain't got nobody to toast to. I'll drink to that. We almost done, y'all. That's crazy, Spirit. Let's use the signs of the time. What the truth leads to, and what the future energy look like. So let's see what the outcome's gonna be. Okay. All right. Signs of the time. What's the outcome gonna be? What's the truth? What the truth leads to, and what the future energy looks like. Dice. Chance. Somebody want a chance, but the motherfucker ain't fucking with them. Hey, you had your chance, nigga. Biatch. You had your chance. It's over. Number 19. Number 3. Patience. Patience. See? Number 3. Yeah. Man, y'all better be careful. Because somebody is buying their time for their demise, man. That's some hating ass shit, man. That's some hating ass shit. I don't like that. When you had your chance, and now you want to be a bitch about it. Male or female, now you want to be a bitch about it. What is the future energy looking like, man? Because people get on my nerve. Healing. Won't you just go heal somewhere? Because it's like, when you trying to heal, somebody always want to come in and try to fuck some shit up, right? So, at the bottom of the deck, we got healing. Okay. I said somebody trying to fuck some shit up, but I hope everybody receives what it is that they need. Those who aren't fully healed get the healing that they need. And don't try to hurt nobody because you're unhappy. What is the truth? What the truth leads to? Obstacles, yeah. Yep, see? Five. Five obstacles, healing. Four. Why not just, number 13, why not just heal so you don't have to deal with the obstacles? Because it's almost like you're making life worse for yourself than it has to be. But this is what we have. The truth will lead to obstacles because somebody isn't healed. Somebody want your truth is almost like I got a deck and it says something about your light does something to their demons or your truth or something. How I never understood how my truth make you feel some type of way, but it just is what it is, y'all. Okay? So that's what it is. What the truth leads to. The truth is going to lead to obstacles. When you live in your best life, it's just what people do. It makes you have to jump through all these loopholes and go through the mountains and, all type of shit. People make it hard for you, but that's only because they haven't completely healed. So they see you healing. They haven't even started. But they see you healing and moving on with your best life, and they want to come through and act a goddamn fool. I hope, man. For real, because that's some bullshit. Remember, we had protection. Remember, we had protection with the moonology message. Yeah, because people not right. But let's see this. What the future look like. Enlightenment. The Enlightenment is such a beautiful card. Let's talk about it. I haven't read from the book in a while. Number 27. There. The lotus flower talks about enlightenment. The lotus flower represents the quiet strength and ease that follows once you have achieved a heightened level of awareness. You have a inner knowledge, peace, and spiritual connection that shifts your focus from constant worry to allowing yourself to approach the situation as they come. After many life lessons, you have grown and acquired vulnerable wisdom. Situations that may have been previous caused stress or strife now roll off your back. You are approaching life with a pure heart and calm mind, which allows you to rise above the noise. With this enlightenment lifting you up, it is still important to stay grounded. You may be serving as an example for others who may not possess the same level of understanding you have now. So be patient. Remember, we had that patient card. Be patient and accept people for where they are in their journey. This card can also symbolize a fertility time and or a rebirth. See what I'm saying? So I like this, that this is the future energy, what the future energy looks like for them. Okay? So as long as they stay connected to spirit and in that female, foreign female, the demigod, they'll stay. The obstacles will come, but like this dude talk about patience. You have patience and ride it out too. Don't let it consume you. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, it talked about the level that that person is on versus the level that you are on. So if they stay connected with spirit and this this foreign lady, this menage a trois, whatever the fuck, they'll be okay with enlightenment being here. They'll be okay. I'm glad that came out like that. Yep, that's why that healing card there is too. That person needs to heal, but with they healing, they'll able to be in enlightenment with their healing, and it's for all of us, not just them. The message really, that's why I don't mind doing these readings, because the message is not always, it's about them too, but you can learn something about yourself as well. I know sometimes I'll be like, man, come get these free readings while they free, because they not gonna be free, these personal readings. But I can still get the message out regardless. That's my point. So these are the angel answer oracle cards, and this is the final clarity. I want to know, what is the universe's final answer about the rumors? I can look at this two ways. Don't stop doing what you're doing, or they just not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep going, so you don't stop. I can look at it both ways. You feel me? Whoa! Look at that. Here go another goddamn card. Not the right time. Not the right time just popped out for some odd reason. And forgiveness. Yep. Spirit, what is the final clarity? What is the universe's final message about this rumor? Look at all these rumors. Take it no more. Let's need some time to get away. Yeah. Look at all these rumors. That's a real life song, y'all. Damn, you old motherfucker. I'm not old. I am seasoned and knowledged well. Fuck you ain't. The situation will improve. Okay? It will get better. That's the final message. It will get better. Okay? And then we got no. So it will improve. It will get better. Let your nose be your nose. Keep that motherfucker out the way. No. Nose is all about boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what a motherfucker do. I don't care what a motherfucker say. When you say no, let that no be no. Okay? And don't change it up. Because remember, we always be like, man, my first mind has said, you know what I'm saying? And then we go against our first mind. Don't go away from your gut feeling, man. It's there for a reason. So stick with it. You know? A motherfucker asked me to and I was like, no. But then I was like, yes. And then I was like, no. So I get it, y'all. The struggle do be real. See, sometimes you want to be nice, you know what I'm saying, to people, but you said what you said for a reason, so leave it there, and you don't have to explain nothing to nobody, That's it. All right, last message. Spirit, to close out this reading for Jungkook, Winter, and the foreign girlfriend. When it comes to the rumors, what is the core truth? What is the real truth behind the rumor? Of course. What situation in your life brings you warmth and happiness? That's what the truth is. You saw me shuffle the cards. That's what the truth is. The sun card. Your light exposes their demons. Your light shines too brightly. They don't like that. They don't like your happiness. I don't give a fuck how you getting that pleasure on. If you ain't hurting nobody, you're not hurting yourself. Do you, sis? Do you, bro? Okay? Do bros, do sisters. I don't give a fuck. Live your life. But that's what it all boils. That's the core of it. What situation in your life brings you warmth and happiness? That situation in your life that brings you warm and slide and little sticky, icky, little type shit, you feel me? They don't like that. But sounds like a personal problem to me. They go get you somewhere else and not here. We don't want no more. No, we won't go. Okay. Oh my God, y'all. Spirit, why are you doing these people like this? And then it's just even worse because it's money involved, man. You happy and you got money? You got that happiness, love, joy, pleasure, and you got some money too. You doing too much. You doing too much. They having too much fun, too much happiness. They done got all the damn money. You got the Ace of Pentacles. I mean the Ace of Coins, the Six of Coins, the Three of Coins. Now you got the 10 of Coins. You're doing too much, sis, bro. They don't like it. That's the core problem. I ain't even got the spirits that don't even tell them no more. That's it. That's it. That's all. You want to know the core? In a nutshell. Boom. This is what it is. That's it. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. This is fucking crazy, y'all. That's the problem. 10 of Pentacles. Followed by the Emperor. We already got the Ace of Wands out here. We already got the 8 of Wands out here. Then you're going to hit me with the Emperor. In this situation, where can you find wisdom and stability? The Emperor, followed by the 10 of Pentacles, is all about a leadership, authority role, father figure, big dick energy. Yeah. And you got some money. I'd be mad too. Not me personally, because I always feel like shit. If you on that level, I'm next to level up to. Hey, that's the thing. When you happy about somebody else's success, that will bring yours in even quicker. You think spirit don't know when a motherfucker is jealous and envy about somebody else's success, somebody else come up? You think spirit don't know that? Because it's in your heart, bro, sis. Spirit know that. Spirit know that seed you done planted, and it will not prosper. It will not blossom. It's gonna blossom and prosper into some bullshit, some drama. Do I be geeked in a motherfucker when I be seeing people straight winning? Because if I can see it, I'm in that same energy. I'm in that same auto zone. I'm in the same zone, you feel me? I can't help but be happy. That's just how I'm made up, programmed. For real talk. But look, Sun card in the Wheel of Fortune. It just keeps going and going like the fucking Energizer Bunny, man. I'm done. Because the dude, 3 hours and 37 minutes, bro, that's ridiculous. Can somebody please do the timestamp for the whatchamacallit? Love y'all. So yeah, this is the reading, man. This is the reading, y'all. This is what my little bubble head came up with, y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Keep these requests coming in. Like I said, I show the eyeballs that let y'all know that I got you in here. I have not forgotten about you. The eyeballs let you know I done seen it. So I'm getting to you. I'm just working my way down. It's a first come, first serve. All right. So as I said, I can't really pronounce this person's name, but the next requested reading is about Jimin and someone named Jeongyeon. Jeongyeon. I don't know, y'all. But the person who requested the reading wants to know about their past, their present, and their future. So, yeah, that's the next reading that's up, y'all. I done spent like 3.5 hours on this reading. So, I will come back and I will do that one tomorrow, you guys. All right. So, shout out to the person who requested it again. Thank you. This was a super duper cool reading. I enjoyed this one. All right. Bye.